Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back and we're going to be taking a look at Mythic Plus today. First time since 9.1 that I've entered any actual instance. We'll be doing some Torghast tomorrow, we'll be doing some raid tonight, but today I'm proud to say that I am again sponsored by the coldest water. I have to say, the first time around we did everything we did and I wasn't too sure about the products at the time like we did back in March and stuff like that. So it hadn't gotten properly hot yet, but I'll tell you a little story before we start. I had been golfing, last year and this year, and I had a lot of trouble with having like water or jugs in general that I really wanted to use outdoors. But then I got these products and I was like, oh, okay, they fit way better. Whatever, it's like more shapely, it's more convenient. But then it got hot out. Like it's like 95 yesterday. It's probably going to be 95 again today. 2 weeks ago it was hot. A month ago it was hot. It's been hot the whole time, right? So I don't normally drink cold water, but I don't feel like it agrees with me very much. But their product's all about insulation, right? So, oh yeah, the Caligos thing. I put a bunch of ice cubes in the thing to keep it cold because I figured it'd be a good idea to have like actual cold water. I think I put like 3 ice cubes in the small one and like 6 ice cubes in the big one. Okay. So I drank the small one. It was pretty cold, obviously. I just put the ice cubes in it, so I expected that. Then I drank the whole thing and we're like, probably like 9 holes into the round. I go to fill up with the big jug. Okay. So I open it up, pour it into the small one, and I take a sip of the water that had the 6 ice cubes in it. It like hurt my mouth. That's how cold it was. It was ridiculous. Like I couldn't believe it. It was like 2, maybe 3 hours in to when I put the ice cubes in. The water was like ice. It's freezing cold. It hurt my teeth. It hurt my mouth. It's like, oh my, I got like brain freeze from drinking water. So I can squarely say that these things absolutely do work. It's kind of crazy. I didn't know that products didn't keep water cold, to be honest. So yeah, very satisfied. Also, no leaks. I have that thing, big one, resting in the little bay of the cart there behind on its side. Never a drop of water spilled. So very, very satisfied with the products. You can check it out down below. There's also a giveaway. Let's take a look at that real quick. Giving away, I think it's like the 1 gallon. Pretty crazy. This is like a big deal. This is like $100 and some bottle. So let's take a quick look at it. But yeah, pretty, I guess they do it once every day or something, or maybe once every week or something like that. I don't know, 4 weeks or something. I don't know. Anyway, I would check it out. It's been a good ride for me. And somebody, I don't know, somebody from the guild, maybe somebody bought one just recently. I don't know who that was, but they must like it. I know OMC bought like a small thing, or maybe bought a big thing too. So anyway, let's get to it. Bite, what's up, buddy? I just discovered you can transmog each shoulder now. Yeah, I gotta find a whole new transmog now that I know that, or now that that's in. Very, very cool functionality, obviously, but I don't know what to transmog. I definitely want to do something creative. I want to find something that has two different shoulders, but the add-on's broken right now anyway, so yeah, it's all messed up. Well, we'll worry about that in the future. But anyway, so yeah, let's do some keys, man. I'm very interested. If you see the score on the screen there, that's because Raider.io now has just been basically forced to adopt a Blizzard score, which is good. But we'll see. I guess everybody's score has gone up, so we'll see. I don't actually have. Okay, this is working now, sort of. I have an 18 only, which I don't mind doing just to test, but. We'll do a few keys today. I also got this trinket. This is a pretty big, I want to try this out today as well. Butterfly wings and one of the Covenant shoulders. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that giant jug. Someone on my boat has that too. Oh, really? Oh, that's like the actual coldest water one? Oh, that's cool. It's fucking, I'll tell you, like, I don't normally partner with, like, there's been a lot of people who've reached out to me about trying to get their product on my screen, and I don't have, like, I don't want the money. I don't want their money, you know what I mean? This is an actual good product. I use it literally fucking daily. I use it, like, hourly. It's, yeah, I'm so happy. Anyway, could you do the 2 last 20s to get the portals this week? No, I don't think that works like that. Maybe. That's a good question. I doubt it. Alright, well, let's see what's out there. Very few keys, so that's fine. We can do Plague Fall. So there's a lot of stuff on the screen. So what is it saying? This dude's highest Plague Fall is a 15. Oh, okay. That's interesting. But whatever, we'll just... I wouldn't mind doing Plague Fall just to see how it's changed. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, we also got a new... I'm going to try out the new Conduit, okay? When you heal by another player, increase your strength by 3% for 15 seconds. I got it up to 213 already, so that's pretty good. I guess I can go get it up to 226 if I use Stygia, right? I don't actually know how this works, but I got one just from doing world content. I don't know where I even got it from. It just upgraded it for me. But yeah, I guess there's new conduits. I didn't even know this. I don't know if there's 3 new conduits because I feel like I've only gotten 2. Maybe there's no finesse one. There's just a defensive one. Where's that one? This is it. When you take any damage, heal for 0.35% of your maximum health. Now that seems very good. I wouldn't mind trying that too, but maybe not until we have 3 endurance conduits. I don't know. I mean, I guess we can get rid of the Lichborn one and try it out. You know what? Let's do it. Who cares? We're doing an 18. What the hell? You can get the portals this week, just not from the 20s. You had time before. Oh, you can get the portals this week? Oh, shit. Damn. That's interesting. Okay, let's try this out. We'll try this out. It's not a lot, but I assume it's going to add up. It says every 10 seconds, so that's a lot. I mean, that's not even half of a percent, though, so maybe it's garbage. We'll give it a go. Let's give it a go. I was watching some people crushing 20s as if they were 10s, getting their portals done. That's cool. Our keys, like, well, you're probably watching people who are doing like 27s and shit, right? Have you seen any actual players do 20s? Like, are they easier? I guess we're about to find out. I have gained power, I suppose, but I'm not sure if anyone else has in this group.
Where do we strike?
I don't even remember what we're doing. Oh yeah, Plaguefall, okay.
For Queen and
I was in a 21 going well this morning till we got railroaded by server maintenance. Oh, okay, so you've done keys yourself. Do they feel easier or harder? Well, Paladin's gotten like major nerfs. How does that feel? Well, I don't know if you were healing still. Holy Paladin got major nerfs. 21 Necrotic Wake was excited for the boss changes. Oh, cool. With the dungeon changes, the auto attack nerf, etc., Mythic Plus will be much easier this week. I think so, yeah. I was tanking it, gotcha. Yeah, that's another thing to check out, the auto attack changes. Hopefully we can get some 20s. Maybe I should just do my own key. We'll do my own key after this, try to get to 20. Then I'll see if we can maybe get a guild group together at some point. Wouldn't mind trying to get that. You have to actually upgrade the 20 though, right? No scaling till next week. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely the week to try to get some of these portals. I didn't even realize that. Which kind of actually doesn't feel fair. It feels like they shouldn't have done that. We should change legendaries too. Just to see if Crimson Rune has been altered, but no way, I don't think it has. Need to actually remember to do that when we land. I'm so thankful right now that my at-home course I have to be a part of isn't working properly. I have to use a work computer to call in for like 4 hours talking about leadership crap. Oh yeah, that's funny. Well, hope it works out for you one way or the other. Today my comp isn't working, so I'm just calling in, aka no video, aka I'm not listening to the call, aka I'm playing WoW. You sound like Sign, that's funny. When Sign was like working from home, he was literally just fucking doing like progression keys while he was working. It was insane. I never understood how he did it. Like, I didn't know how people people didn't realize. These guys are like horrible. Holy fuck. Okay, if you're 1400 after all the score changes, that is... What the hell? It does still... At least the add-on is showing it. I don't think Blizzard's default thing is going to show it. I need to uninstall the add-on or like disable the add-on and see what it says. Multiple people are at least 2K. These guys have done 21, so it's interesting. It's hard to believe you can be 2K only and have 21. I have to pay attention a bit because the instructor will randomly ask an individual question. I want to do keys, but I won't be able to listen. Yeah, I know what you mean. I would never.
Ashes of you all.
Who's that? Anyway, I would definitely not do that if I was. Are you feeling the 6% damage buff? No, in no way do I feel like I'm doing more damage. I feel like I'm doing less damage in the patch. I really enjoyed your video about lieutenant placement in the dungeons. I'm looking forward to the more detailed ones. Yeah, sweet, Scott. Glad to hear that. Okay, let's change our legendary before we forget again. What rank are you with Codex? 2? I don't know. Halfway through 2. I just went out there and did the dailies today. I didn't really spend much time out there. But we'll be back at it maybe night or something. I feel the same with all my characters. Lower damage, that is. It's just like all the world content has like tons of fucking health. It's crazy. It takes like forever to kill anything. I don't know how people are at 4 right now. I guess they're really doing all the chests and rares. Yeah, I mean, seemingly infinite. Like, you can just grind it for hours. I don't know why you would, but you can. No, not going to be doing that, but it is... I tell you, I will say this. It is a way more interesting gameplay loop than 9.0 had, for sure. There's way better world content. Way more interesting, at least. I mean, I don't... Looking back at it, it's like, how the fuck did they think that was going to work? Like, the Maw literally was the only world content, and you couldn't even spend more than, like, 30 minutes out there a day. People were, like, fucking cheesing it to try to break, like, the rules and shit. It's like, wow, that's just, don't do that again. That was not a good idea. I love the Maw's idea. The fact that you can only spend so many hours there is not a good idea, but I like the concept of, like, death mattering and not having a mount and all that stuff. But just, yeah. Let people play. The layer 9 felt like a big up from 8. Yeah, we're gonna check out Torghast tomorrow, so should be good.
Many lucky doos.
Mounting in the Maw and no eye is huge quality of life. Well, it's not quality of life. I mean, it's a complete change to the way the system works. Like, that's a system change. You know what I mean? That's not a quality of life change. They changed how the fucking Maw works. It's like a massive nerf to the Maw. You can now kill every single mob in the zone. You know, like you can infinitely farm Stygia now if you want. Okay, we're summoning people. We have a fucking Mistweaver. I guess we'll see how this goes. Warlock's got great transmog at least. It's a weird comp. God, I haven't done a key in a while. Feels like a... Yeah, it's been over a full week. I think this is the longest I've gone without doing a key. Stay close while I stare at... Yeah, dude, that was so fucking annoying. I can't believe that was bugged like that. Mystery, we got decent buffs. Is he playing the Ancient Teachings legendary? I have no idea. Doesn't look... I don't think so. I don't know what that is, but... This is a good week for keys? Yeah, they're actually it's a real easy week. So I need to do that. I need to fucking remember to do that. We need to make a new thing on the spreadsheet. Can we copy? Duplicate. There we go. Plagueborn nerf kicked in yet, or is it next week? Yeah, I'm sure it's kicked in, yeah. The healer is healing with a DPS legendary? No, this is a legendary that most people use, I think. I've seen this legendary a bunch. It's just a haste buff, right? Everybody uses haste. There's nobody anywhere near the dais, so... Won't be starting this on time. The auto attack damage decreases too. Yeah, all the dungeon changes are here.
So, the House of Eyes has finally sent someone
So it won't be odd to get Pride again.
You're welcome to try. The horrors within these halls will make quick work of you.
Okay, so far I've taken 0 damage, but I guess a lot of parries. Oh, I have the wrong talents too. Well, that's fine, I guess. Doesn't really matter. So remember, at the end of the dungeon, we have to check for how much healing this trait did and how much uptime we had on the strength one. Wait, what even is it? It's busting storming. Yeah, okay. So we can check out the new storming, which now goes away whenever it hits a person, and we've already aggroed extra trash. Sweet. Okay, having the wrong talents is definitely not a good... We're probably going to really struggle in here because of that. Should just wipe at this point. Destruction? Yeah, is it supposed to be good or what? God, I really wish I didn't have fucking Blood Drinker, man. They might be the superior warlock spec now. Sweet. Yep, definitely goes away. Interesting. Love patch day. My main is broken. Can't log in. I can't even go out of Ghost Wolf. Gotcha. How's it going? Besides that, I guess. No issues with that on my end, but sure. There's a bunch of bugs plaguing a bunch of different parts of the game. I had a far more frustrating bug because I was able to play. I'm just not able to do what I want to do. Okay, still definitely taking a lot of damage. I guess it's not necessarily from physical, but 18 still is not a pushover. Okay, so we have busting. We'll have to take it slow here. Oh yeah, AMZ too. We could try that, I guess. We'll pop AMZ. Does it go away? Still up. People are standing in it, so looks like it went away right at the end there. Only bug worth getting is the Necro mount. What's that mean? AMS, all the stacks, literally 100% of the stacks. So we didn't actually kill that mob, right? So we're not worried about being overcount anymore. Did they last minute nerf Dreamweaver? Yep. They nerfed it Monday, I think, or Sunday or something. They nerfed a bunch of conduits, or sold, like, whatever they are. Traits. This guy's like attacking the fucking bug, the things. Huh? Slowest I've ever seen this guy die. I still gotta check out that trinket. I feel like I'm not really doing any more damage than I used to, and this is a pure offensive trinket, where the other one I had was a little bit of both. Seems like Naya is better than Dreamweaver all the time now? Oh, you think? I don't think so. Naya, that's like the worst one. They buffed Dreamweaver's haste thing too, by the way. I don't know if you didn't see that, but
You think yourself
nerf the trait we don't have yet, and then buff the trait we already have. Alright, so we'll see how AMZ fares out on this Pride here. We'll definitely try to use it maybe around 50%. It's dying very fast. So fucking blood drinker, so we might as well use it. Let's see if it expires early. Hard to actually tell. How long is it supposed to last now? 8 seconds? Yeah, I think it did expire early. Hard to tell. Probably about six seconds maybe. Unsure. Okay, I just got hit by that. Okay, it's no longer dying fast. People got hit by that, there was gonna be deaths. This is dying fast though. 50%. Warlock doing the damage. We have an arms warrior, which is not really something you see a lot. Okay, well that was easy. They nerfed that guy's health, right? So that makes it easier. Okay, so let's see the plague boars. Apparently people is this true, like the plague boars no longer explode?
Once I control it,
I'm not actually
all
sure.
of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
Unsure. I guess Arms Kyrene is going to be good when the last row of Mechanicos is open, even after they nerfed it, or what? Hey, Strummy, what's up? Yeah, these don't explode anymore, I guess, huh? That's kind of a ridiculous change, honestly. I guess they had to do it because they're way too close to the lieutenants. These are just an entirely different mob now, yeah. Entirely different mob. Gonna try to get 2 Mythic Zeros done at work? Gotcha. Oh yeah, I have that too, the Dungeon Weekly. Picked that up, but I forgot that it was even happening. Yeah, it's a crazy nerf. I have to like actually think about what we're doing in this area now. This area used to be so straightforward. Felt so good to finally have some time to get my legendary. Yeah, it's good. Since these guys no longer blow up, we're gonna have to be a lot more specific about what we're fighting and when. So I wonder what next week is going to be. It's going to be a tyrannical week, but it's a good week to not feel like you have to push, you know, early in the season. It's not really as big of a deal. Still kill this. I don't have slow D&D though, so they didn't. Anyway, seems worth it to skip all these packs now. Yeah, well, certainly going to change the route next season, so we'll see. You got to get count somewhere, though. I don't know what else you're going to do for count. They're no longer slam dunks, though, that's for sure. You guys doing a re-clear tonight? Yep, hopefully. Looks like we're gonna have like probably like 15 people, but hopefully we can kill some bosses. Have to do a lot of pugging. So I think that like projection looking thing, almost like Shriek Wing mechanic, is the trinket, I think. So yeah, I can AMS and then just clear all the tornadoes out at once. Pretty good. Okay, but these guys still explode, right? So we definitely want to get this going.
More test subjects. Unleash the plague borers.
Yeah, these are still the same pumps. Yeah, that's it right there. That's definitely it.
Meddle all you like, mortals. You only delay the inevitable.
Get it in here. Okay, so that still works. I got hit by it too, but that's dead anyway. Don't even bother. Oh yeah, that's definitely the trinket. It looks pretty cool actually. Mistweaver's doing good damage though. They got buffs for damage, right? Pretty sure that was one of the changes.
I will dissect you.
And you only spawn so many, right? So we gotta be very... We gotta use this well. Rooted in the stuff. Nah, it's definitely not good. This is warrior doing. Wait, what's my pet doing? Oh, it's attacking the barrel. I mean, I guess that's fine. That's funny.
Who dares intrude on my laboratory? When I find you,
God, I really hate busting and how it keeps in combat after
demonstrate my research.
the trash. Silly pet. Yeah, what the hell is that about? You plan on sticking with Night Fae? Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's Night Fae the entire season, so I'm not. There's no statistics needed, but I actually was thinking about switching to Kyrian, honestly. We'll see. I'm not sure when I will make that decision, but it's not going to be anytime soon, regardless. I'll be Night Fae for the next few months at least. I was thinking about it moving forward. It just seems like it would be so much easier. Like, this Covenant is tough to use. Like, it's very difficult to use well. And even though I love having the blink, I think I'd rather have the extra healing pop. But I don't know. How would you res here? We'll see. The one thing I do want to see about Kyrian is how good is that Kyrian legendary. That Kyrian legendary looks like it's fucking excellent. Like, gotta be the best one out of the 4, so we'll see. I don't know if anybody ever actually uses it. But especially for raid, Night Fae is like pretty shit, to be honest. Like, it's very hard to keep the stacks up and actually do things, which I am not very good at.
You cannot comprehend my genius.
Not the most famous multitasker. Oh, actually, let's get the pet out.
Test this slime on you.
Another thing that I was thinking of was it looks like we might just be taking Wraithwalk now permanently. Like, kiting is going to be less important than it was in season 1, one way or the other. And Wraithwalk still breaks roots, right? Yes, still breaks roots. So one of the things is like a root, right? So if you can get out of that every time it comes out, well, it won't be every time, obviously, but if you can make that easier on the group, then I think it's probably worth it over something that I'll probably never do, which is slow the mobs with D&D. I really never even use that in Legion or Shadowlands, or BFA, I mean. And obviously at the beginning of BFA, keep trying. Obviously at the beginning of Shadowlands it was pretty important, but I think after all these nerfs, I don't think it's going to matter at all anymore. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need to do any kiting at all. We'll see. Plus, especially, it looks like a lot of these traits don't want me to kite. Like, they're the opposite of kiting. So I was thinking, like, even if I lost the blink and I just have Wraithwalk, it wouldn't really play any differently than if I had the blink. Wraithwalk is certainly a better spell than the blink. You don't have to leave your form. Oh, that actually died. I've never seen that happen. What does it even do?
What this needs is some flesh. Consume.
Also, don't forget you can use Lichborn with Wraith Walking. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
What this needs is some flesh. Consume.
No, we have 20 minutes left after the second boss. 19, I guess, but seems like it's just as easy as ever.
So you emerge victorious, but at what cost? What vile mixtures now course through your veins? That is
Release the
a
pet. I keep
place
forgetting to do this here.
power.
We want to kill our pet right now. What the fuck is with these fears, man?
Destroys
People like
everything
randomly
it
fearing mobs for no
touches,
reason.
even the victor.
You think yourself exceptional.
We just kill it right now, probably.
But you will learn humility.
I don't know. It's probably gonna cause confusion. Let's not do that. Next season, be more open. Okay, we can see how long it's ticking down here. Let's see if it goes before 0. Oh yeah, definitely. Had like 3 seconds left. So they definitely nerfed it substantially. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think it would go away in 5 minutes. It doesn't even like look like I'm doing more damage, right? Like, I mean, 7k there, is that even good? Pend, what's up, buddy? Great to be back doing keys. Yeah, I'm excited. You wearing shoulders in this mog? No, not currently. Did they nerf? What are we talking about? Oh, AMZ, yeah. Massive nerf to AMZ.
I will correct his mistake. All will suffer, as the House of Eyes has suffered.
Oh, I still have the pet. Dude, I'm so fucking shit. It's unbelievable. How do I do this? Literally every single time I do this dungeon. We're supposed to kill the pet with the pride there, and I never ever fucking do that. I literally every single time, oh, I'm dying, dude. Every single time I do this dungeon, I always forget to kill the pet there. Insanely embarrassing, honestly. Went through the whole season with that in the route and never do it. That's a racking up though. Just take the sniper out of this pack. God, Wraith, or Blood Drinker is like the worst talent in the game for 5 minutes. It's crazy. Not only does it like have no use on those big AoE packs, but it has like a detriment because you're losing all the rune power. Crazy. We could use it on the Pride though, yeah. God, that's actually a huge nerf. It's kind of crazy. I'm surprised at how big of a nerf that is. I didn't think it would change at all for 5 minutes. That's not even like half its duration. And that wasn't even high stacks with Pride. It's only a fucking 18 as well. I guess it won't matter because the season's over and we're not going to fight Pride, but presumably there's going to be other magic damage that we'll want to reduce.
My blades will rend your flesh. I will slay you where you stand.
If it gets eaten, that yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's literally going to just put it down, go away immediately. I mean, it does. You know, it's free reduction regardless, but certainly not what it used to was. Ain't what it used to was.
My blades will rend your flesh. No target has escaped me.
Rallying Cry is better. Rallying Cry has been very good the whole time because that's for all damage.
Fear the dagger in the
Plus Rallying Cry is like a pretty good conduit. I don't know if anybody even uses it, but
My blades will rend your flesh.
his pet doesn't do shit, by the way. I don't know if people are saying it does a lot of damage. I don't know the fuck game they're playing. This warrior is fearless. Why is that? Fearless. Was it OP? I don't understand why they nerfed it. It was a bit power creep, like no other melee had anything even remotely close to it. And it was like one of the best defensive CDs in the game, so. They should probably go back to only giving tanks defensive CDs. It seems like that was how it was in MoP, and that was probably how it should have stayed. Every tank spec had like a very strong defensive CD, and that was basically it. Everyone uses the conduit? Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's good. I don't play with a lot of warriors, but that's good. He always seems to be in danger. It looks like he runs into mobs. Dude, I wish I was streaming this. The other day I was leveling, I can't remember what I was doing, but this guy literally kept just charging into mobs before the tank would even be like remotely close. And he'd literally just like get near one shot and he'd just type XD and I like eventually snapped. I'm like, dude, it's not fucking funny. Like, what are you wasting our time with this nonsense for? Why do you, I was like, why do you keep charging into mobs and dying? He's like, oh, you're mistaking me for a careful player. I am not. I'm like, are you, like, is this trolling? What is this? What the fuck are you talking about? Don't be a fucking jackass and waste time. Like, I don't understand. Very strange.
Minions, time to feed.
It's like you're intentionally running into packs and dying. What else do you call that? You need percent for pride? I've done this key a lot, my friend. Thank you for the looking out, but we got it. Sounds like a weed. I mean, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was like the strangest thing I had experienced. I wish I was streaming that because that would have been a clip. He goes, you're mistaking me for a careful warrior. I'm like, what? The fuck are you talking about? You don't feel like you're doing this? It made it sound like he thought he was doing it on like by accident or something. It's like, what? You bar no equal 100. Yeah, you're right about this.
Legs comes for you.
Whiff with the fucking blood boiler. Unlucky. Phase 1 less. No. Very big mistake. They didn't nerf this boss, right? This is the boss that probably needed the nerfs. Blob Grog, not really A dangerous one. Lust here? Yeah, that's way too early. That's pretty unlucky.
What have you done lately?
This is when you lost. This is gonna be a very tough fight now.
Beware.
First time I did this place on 0, the poly tank could not avoid the tentacles. Yeah. Fucking first time I did this on 20, I think the dude couldn't. I can't remember. It was in the clip, I remember. We were doing like a 19 or something pretty high, and Shaman died like 3 times to the tentacles. Died, onked, died, res, died, res. Like, wow. Not good. Hi, do you know when will they unlock Mythic Plus gear for this season? Yeah, the season starts next week, guys. Next week. We did actually, we did alright there. Not great, but that's could have been a lot worse. Starts next week, but eye level's capped. Yeah, all that info's out there. You'll wanna read the post Blizzard has made on it. They've cleared everything up by now. I feel like this trinket does proc a lot, though. I've seen the animation. Can I ask why you're so obsessed over other people's gameplay instead of focusing on your own? Because I'm streaming. I need to commentate on the things that are happening. I'm not obsessed either. Just commentating on things that are happening in the run. But you're talking about me criticizing the bloodlust? Like, that's a huge mistake, by the way. You must be new to this dungeon or this key in general if you think that's not a huge mistake. Massive error. If it was a tyrannical week or a harder key, it would have probably wiped us. I feel like... yeah, this is not going anyway. You were whining about a warrior charging in. I'm not whining. You're a fucking retard, honestly. Thanks anyway for stopping by. We did get one too many mobs, though. Didn't need the purple slime. Oh, look at that. Wait, what is that? Oh, it shows +0, meaning we didn't get any score from it. That's interesting. I wonder if Beastie McFeastie was that idiot warrior. I mean, like, what kind of fucking retard? Like, I mean, are you serious? You hear what I'm talking about with that warrior and you call that whining? Is that a joke? You think it's okay for the dude to charge in over and over again and die? Like, what? That's not whining, dude. Anyway, so we could actually try this? How does it work? Yeah, I guess we could. Let's try it. I got the other side now, so it did not. that did not really improve our situation, but... Spires 19. Feels weird not recording as well. Okay, so let's take a look. Hold on. First of all, we gotta change our talents. Grip of the Dead, Voracious. There we go. Alright, anyway, let's take a look at how much damage the trinket did, first of all. Auditory Suppression. Not very good. If it loses to Blood Drinker, we're in trouble. Although Blood Barrier did terrible damage, man. Anyway, let's take a look at healing. Oh, that did quite good. That's probably worth it, especially on like a key like that. I don't know though. A 2 minute CD that also has a 9% damage reduction is still really good. But I think we want that. That's a lot of healing over the course of a dungeon. I just have so much health, you know what I mean? Like compared to other people. Feels like it's gonna be better than normal. I hate warriors. All they do is charge, recklessness, and bladestorm and expect me to keep aggro. Yeah, I mean that is a different problem, but when are the new fixes going live? Next week, guys. Season starts next week. I don't know how people don't know that.
And what is it you require?
That is scary. Okay, anyway, let's go. We're going to Spires. What else? Was there something else we wanted to test? Oh yeah, the uptime on that 47% uptime. So theoretically it should be 50%, right? Because it's just
The hunt must go.
it's not getting healed at times, I guess, when I should be getting healed. If I was getting healed for 100% of the combat, it would be up 50% of the time.
My heart.
For some reason it's not. Yeah, that's a really good conduit. Pretty solid. This trinket sucks though. I'm not using this anymore. This is a waste of whatever it's called. Research. I upgraded this all the way to 220 thinking it'd be good, but that is not, well, I don't know. I guess it's okay, but I don't know, 3%, it just doesn't seem very good. I'm sure a regular, like a trinket like file would do more than that, right? Surely. When will we get another defensive conduit? That'll be like when we definitely want to use this. I don't think there's any even competition at this point for that. Not for a long time. 53, holy fuck. 49 for this one. That's the lowest. Dreamweaver is probably what we're going to be using in 5-mans from now on, so. They also nerfed the standstill thing. I was kind of sad to see that. 12% less damage now instead of 15. Still very good, but I don't think anybody's using it. They probably should have buffed it, if anything. This is pretty good, though. 3% leech pretty much permanently. I presume. I don't think there's any reason it wouldn't be permanent, but yeah, I think Waking Dreams is still just way too good. Oh, but Waking Dreams takes you down a finesse slot. I didn't even realize. That's not an issue, though. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Well, no. Then we just take this. Okay. So we trade out the finesse out here and have 3 defensive ones. Yeah, so 3 defense here. And then only 1 finesse total, which is not. That's fine, I guess. Ideally, I would have no potency conduits. I don't think that's possible, but yeah, it's definitely not possible. But if we could have none of something, it would be that. Oh yeah, they have the new I need to go buy those. God, they look even better in game than I thought they were going to. Oh my god, they actually like reflect, right? I'm not sure. Oh no, that's just my blue eyes behind them. Yeah, okay. Damn, that's cool though. God, that's neat. They do reflect light though. Fucking sunglasses and wow, that's crazy. Craziness. Yeah, what do the other ones look like? Oh, those are garbage looking. I guess it's just the DK eyes that are kind of ruining it. That one's pretty cool. It looked good like on a female or something probably. Bit weird on the DK. DK definitely don't need glasses. They got big blue glowing
In order to
eyes.
fly, you must learn how to fall. Join these aspirants and give it a try.
The herb's gone. Hey, Fast Food Express. Glad to see you. Welcome back. All right, we got everything. going, right?
Metro, what do you think is the best, healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death
Blood Death
Knight.
Knight. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Although not in that key. He did get, that's interesting. Mistweaver. Looking pretty good. He did almost 2K overall as well. Holy shit. Not too bad, man. Sorry, I've been poor a whole month. Don't worry about it, dude. Just glad to have you back. Glad to see you. Hope you're well.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Alright, sweet. 19 spires. Let's see how this goes. Every time I find an elite in Korthia, it's instantly dead by the time I arrive. A rare, you mean? That is not my experience. My experience is like, they die so fucking slow, it's unbelievable. It's like unfun. Okay, let's eat up. This PvP mount, that looks pretty good. Alright, so let's see. How a 19 spires. I mean, this is basically a progression key for us. We have 20, obviously, that we're looking at, but still trying to get these spires mastered, which has not been going great.
We are vastly outnumbered mortals. The Forsworn have cut a swath
And
through
I do
most
not
of our
have
forces. Vanquish their rear guard while
the
I
wrong
confront
talents now,
theirs.
finally.
Go in service.
Problem is, if you want me to soak that, it's going to be difficult. These things are not actually, like, they're hard to walk into, honestly. You have to be behind them, really. Whiffed on the interrupt there big time. I'm not looking forward to doing the Korthia quest on every alt. Well, there's not much that you have to do on alts. I don't know if you've tried it,
Metro,
but
what do you think is the best, healer for Mythic,
Plus?
Blood Death Knight.
Blood Death Knight, yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Pend, welcome. Glad to have you, buddy. Thanks for the support. But yeah, like, the skip to Korthia is insane. Like, it's got to be one of the most aggressive skips Blizzard's ever added. Yeah, the intro itself, like, it's crazy. Like, this is insane skip, honestly. So the only thing you actually have to do is the stuff that's like the zone specific stuff, and if you don't actually care about that kind of stuff on alts, then you don't need to do it. I don't know what you would be out there for on alts, so I guess you do care, obviously. But it helps you get the currency you need anyway, right? So no issue there. Didn't even know about the skip. Yeah, it's mostly for the campaign that you're skipping, but certainly don't have to do the whole let's run all the way through the maw 6 times that it's broken and it doesn't even work and all that.
Definitely a very aggressive one.
You were the paragon of loyalty.
Most aggressive I've seen.
devils. And yet all this time it was you who led the Forsworn.
Alright, this pack could be interesting, but
Your blind
we got it all
adherence
up.
to the path would
Nice
have
bone, yep.
doomed us
Engineering
all.
port puts you right
You
into
left
town.
no choice
Yeah, how does that
but to
work?
oppose.
I might have to get that on my alts.
Forsworn,
Like how do you
see
get
the
that and all
mortals
that?
do
Like
not interfere.
what even occurs? Level 1 Shadowlands Engineering, and you can buy it off the auction house. Okay, that's the easy part then. And what, you can just use it and port to the zone whenever you want? Or is there some requirement? Like,
Humility.
that's something that would be very nice to have on alts. 15-minute CD. Oh, cool. Yeah, so it's going away with 3 seconds left. AMZ, that's kind of crazy. It's only, this is a 19, but still just 5 players. I don't even know if all 5 players are in it, is the thing.
Your doom takes flight. Nowhere to run.
Nope. Out of range. How's that happen?
Nowhere to run.
It feels like these keys are. That's a. Feels like a pretty slow boss for a 19 fortified. Why is she still in the air? It's normal. No, I don't think this is normal. Bugged. Ah, Bad Food back to his old ways. $5. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, it's definitely bugged. Boss does that sometimes. Just doesn't feel like landing. I don't blame him. It's a hot day out here. I don't blame him.
You will never win.
I never mind it. It's the easy phase. Yeah, it's definitely not. Definitely in the benefit of the player. Let's put it that way.
Listen to reason, devils. The Kyrian must stand united.
Not so long as you command them. The Forsworn will forge a new path for Bastion.
I'm not convinced I'm actually I don't think I actually got a 6% damage buff. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's such a small number, I guess it's very hard to know. It's such a strange number too, 6%. What's up with that? Probably needed 10%. I think that would have been more substantial. Pack used to be very dangerous. These guys melee quite hard. But looks like we're good. They nerfed both trash and bosses, right? Like it's not just trash. 5% wasn't enough. Yeah, maybe. Oh, fuck. Whiffed on that one. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Alright, we got Pride. I think it's well good. $10 very generous. You guys are being very generous today. It's good to be back. Good to be back with 9.1, man. I'm very next week is gonna be the real crazy week. Honestly, don't even want.
Happy 9.1 or something.
What's up, man? I honestly don't even want this week to end because next week is gonna be so crazy. The raid and then the new season, man. It's gonna be pretty wild. Back to full days of streaming, I bet. Just playing all day, every day. AMS all those stacks, 3 casts go off, 3 casts negated with that AMS. So we got some time on the Pride buff, but I don't think we're gonna, by the time we get over there it'll be gone usually, right? Actually no, it's a pretty short trip. Pretty short trip.
Let go of our memories, our identities, our loved ones, all in the name of service. What do we serve? An impotent
Ah, the Bastion, Spear Bastion, that's funny.
our sacrifices were made for nothing.
Definitely less annoying effects when you know after you get hit you've done the group of service basically. Oh, that's lucky. Oh, that's really lucky. Gotta start at 8 again, maybe on my Hunter. Probably not quite ready at 207. Oh yeah, I would get started this week then if you're worried about that. Get some gear this week. 207's pretty low. You can get way higher than that now just by doing Corthia stuff. Definitely a good week to farm out some higher keys though, because it does seem like these are very easy affixes. This might honestly be like one of the easiest affix sets. Yeah, why? What stopped? What's like? Why are you switching from tanking? Easy week to push keys as well. Yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking. Like, it's definitely the easiest week we've had in a long time. They really gifted this week. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but Need to remember to update this new with the new spreadsheet, or the spreadsheet with new affixes. What's the affixes this week? Yeah, so it's all new set. It's a busting tornado thing, whatever that's called. Storming, busting storming. Which was not an affix set before, and they've nerfed the fuck out of both, right? Well, they definitely nerfed the fuck out of storming, I know that. I'm excited to see the new affix combinations, definitely. It's gonna be cool. Hopefully there'll be, maybe it'll be necrotic accidentally gets forgotten. That would be nice. They just forget, oh, we made all 12 weeks and we just forgot necrotic. Oh, what are we doing? How's this happen? We noob lol? Oh well. Hey Metro, hope you're having a good day in a stream. I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, having a great day so far. I'm not sure about busting nerf, but storming feels great now. It's certainly a lot more interactive, obviously, yeah. You're damn right about this.
Meddle all you like, mortals. You only delay the inevitable.
Okay, we definitely got a save rune weapon. Is this guy actually wearing this for transport? Defiler's plate spalder. Oh, he's got one of each on. That's why it looks so weird. I was like, what is he wearing? I thought that was some fucking... I forgot that. Somehow I keep forgetting that you can wear one of each shoulder now. So he's got one of the Defiler's plate and one of the Black Dragon thing, or whatever the other one's called. Grip him into the spear because he was somehow above it. Sup, Sinclair TV, nothing. Why do you ask? Stop that. Just stay here and die. Okay, we're gonna get to see Ventanax now, which is another huge nerf. It's probably one of the biggest nerfs they've done in the whole season.
This is where you meet your end.
No reason, just chilling. Ah, good. Lurking the internet for some content. Well, they've come to the right place. We got content. We certainly have content, and we are certainly on the internet. That part I am definitely qualified for.
Witness radiance.
Uh-oh. Good thing for AMS. So these are now going to go away after he does the recharge thing. Pretty cool.
My celerity is second to none.
Yesterday I joined a Cutting Edge Guild as a main raid tank. I remember when I first started playing BFA and watching your video guides. Thanks for the content. Oh, stream man. Well, my pleasure. Glad that it's working out for you. Surprised to hear a Cutting Edge Guild is looking for a tank. That's surprising. Usually those types of things don't occur. From what I've been told, I've never actually looked for a guild as a tank before, but I've been told that most guilds are not looking for tanks. Yep, and they are gone, so that's pretty crazy. Oh, but the... Oh. What is that one from? That's from As the Mechanic Ends, I guess, huh? Wait, this is the internet? I thought this was real life. It's both. Internet is a subsection of real life, yeah. So now there's just going to be 3 out every time, I guess is how it works. God, our damage is not good on this fight. How's this guy doing 3k DPS?
From
Or actually, no,
the
there's still
shadows,
only
I
2.
witness your demise. My celerity
Just immediately does the mechanic again. Yeah, okay. Well, that's like the slowest I've seen that die in a long time. Certainly not what you expect on Fortified Week.
We sacrifice because we must. Mortal burdens would only impede our sacred duty.
No, it was a mortal who exposed the folly of your
One of their
deeds.
tanks was a DPS player, had to re-roll tank because one of their tanks left, and they didn't want to look for a tank mid-tier. Fair enough. Whatever works. Glad that it worked out for you. Hopefully the guild will be there for a long time. Do we need this? I actually cannot remember. Yeah, 4, we need this. And we need this back too, yeah. Yeah. We did not want to do that. Actually, the shaman's like mechanically sound. He knows to interrupt that. No, we don't have an interrupt for all this stuff. I'll get the greater mending. That's definitely not something we want to go off either. Okay, I remember why we stopped doing this route. Hope you find some new members soon, WoW Kid. Me too. Otherwise, it's going to be a very bad start to the tier. We need some healers. I cannot find healers. We need basically 2 healers at this point. I can't find 1. Yeah, I really can't be losing people there. I'm a terrible healer, gotcha. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Healer's a very easy role to play in raids, I feel like. Unless you're in like some crazy cutting edge guild or some like crazy guild that thinks they're better than they are. Most guilds just overheal fights, so as long as you use your CDs when you're supposed to, all that is just getting an add-on. You're gonna be up to par. Yeah, same thing happened again this time. We won't let the dude get meleeed. Anybody watch that video? So ultimately what led me to stop trying to do this route was because some dude got meleeed when the mob ran around. You'd think that this would be an easy pack with Pride, but somehow it's not. I don't fully understand how, but 3 mobs, 1 cast that you gotta interrupt. Now, without Pride, there's definitely not going to be any mobs up here being pulled in the future. Stuff at the start is just so much easier. Probably be just skip the entire floor here, honestly. It seems like the level 20. Yeah, no, I know, yeah. Which I'm kind of sad about because that seems like a bit cheesy. Everybody's gonna have that before the season even starts. But I use a rotation add-on for my hunter. Otherwise, I press all the wrong buttons. Gotcha. Yeah, that's another good thing about healing. It's there's no rotation. You don't have to worry about pressing the right spells. There's no wrong spell. Got a little lucky there that they spawned in that way.
None may stand against the Paragon. You must be annihilated.
Well, if we get an easy 20, I think we can get our first port. This group is not that bad. They're good players mechanically. Just not seemingly that knowledgeable about 5-mans.
All who oppose us will be destroyed.
I'm kind of pissed I actually finally got Dreadfire in my hunter at the end of the tier, but it'll be a solid trinket until I get the newer ones. Yeah, definitely, it's a good trinket. A lot of upfront damage there. I didn't realize that there was like a delay on its cast though. That's interesting. The damage is really bad now that I think about it. Having to take 2 phases here on Fortified is very bad.
No, I can still.
Oh, I'm still taking damage from that, even after the fight. Wow. Interesting. Would he revival that off?
What I saw.
I guess so. It's interesting.
But you refuse to see the truth.
You played TBC at all? Very, very little.
That we serve
no interest. TBC is like very low interest. Classic was interesting, but TBC itself is just like a worse version of Shadowlands.
You and the others thrust upon him and upon us all. He seeks to free us from the prison we have built for ourselves. And for that, he has earned my loyalty.
And I mourn your betrayal.
Oh, what the hell? They changed the way that looks. It's interesting. What the hell? Why did they do that? It's like 3 small things side by side now. That's weird. Very strange. Guess so it's easier to see exactly where the mechanic is. Maybe it's a bug. Looks like a bug to me. It looks cool. It's just like 3 of the same animation copied right next to each other, so I don't know. Seems strange. Wait, what the fuck was that now? What the hell's going on now? Is another mechanic? I'm so confused. The charge... What the fuck? What is even going on? This is bugged. The charged spears are not at the spears anymore. They're right under the boss now. Like the thing that she's supposed to be doing is not bugged. So that probably makes it easier for everybody but me, but I can't be behind it, so I'm gonna get hit by every single one. This is fucked. This might actually deplete the key right here. I wouldn't even res that guy. I don't know why you would even res that guy. He's just gonna keep dying. Sure, this is a bug, right? There's no way this is intended. This isn't bug. This is how it was on the PTR. This is a bug. This is not what the mechanic is supposed to do. Doesn't even make sense. Why would it be shooting out from her? And they're alternating angles too. It's like the angles of the spears still. It's like retarded if that's not a bug. Anyway, that is so weird they redesigned that entire mechanic. I think it's gotta just be some error. Same thing happened to me today. Well, they definitely, it's changed, that's for sure, but is it supposed to be changed? I don't know. Good question. And the spears themselves don't have any purpose, yeah, doesn't make sense. Okay, we good here? Throw the spear, throw the spear. Still gonna charge, but luckily charging nowhere. Oh no, she's not. Okay, good. We got it just in time. Oh, right. It's the same mechanic. Right. Maybe if I just like protect him. I think it's looking like it's going away. No, it's not. Okay, so the other people can't be getting hit. Now they have like the easiest job. I don't. Yeah, if this is actually intentional, this is fucking retarded. It's the dumbest change they made to any crap. This is gonna be a full wipe here now, so it's gonna deplete the key. This literally is gonna deplete the key. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh. That is gonna deplete the key though, I think.
You think yourself exceptional, gifted,
I serve a far
but
greater
you will
power
learn
now.
humility.
With
Yeah,
your
you can't predict
spear
that anymore.
in hand,
That's no
I
way,
will
that's
take
right.
control of the spires and forge new paragons
Especially as a
of
tank, you're just gonna get hit by every single one, so pretty ridiculous.
The jailer has twisted your mind, devils. You must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Yeah, right aggro. Yeah, that's it. No, it's not random. That's the thing. That's why I know it's bugged, because it's still obeying the angles the spears gave. You know? Like, it's still at that intermittent angle that the spears came out at. God, this is so fucking stupid, dude. I can't believe we're gonna deplete the key over that nonsense. Man, that is really fucking dumb. I was really hoping to try to get 20s done. And then this fucking garbage that happens here with this stupid upper platform. Got a 21 theater for us to complete. We can give it a try. 21 sounds like it'd be pretty tough. I definitely like to just get 20s done if we can. Wouldn't mind getting those portals. I guess we still have a chance. I have to blow the fucking doors out of this fight, though. I think that's gonna be happening. You can't get the portals now, right? No, you can, yes. Talking about that a bunch today.
The age of the Forsworn is at hand.
Maybe it's gonna reset, though. Maybe they just reset if you get them now. Like maybe they're seasonal, a seasonal thing. Because the other achievements are seasonal things, right? Like, well, I guess not true. You keep the mount, but you have to get Keystone Master again every season. You keep the reward from it, I guess. I don't know.
This spear shall pierce your heart.
Run away, little girl.
I will strike you down.
It's just way too slow. That's with Pride too. That's the whole Pride, and we still didn't even get that phase quick. Damage is definitely lacking in these guys. They just don't have any bursts. This is like a bad burst comp, I guess.
Perish among the clouds.
The spear! Use it to bring her down!
I'd be surprised if they changed this too. They did not. Arms Warrior, yep. This is the guy. This is the only guy who's actually good in the whole group, though. He's done 21s. I guess the Warlock, but somehow he's 2k score and his highest, whatever this dungeon is 16. Lethal Force, what's up, buddy? It's going pretty good. I'm a little tilted now that we just depleted this key over that fucking nonsense. I don't know what the hell that is, but past that, it's going great. They used Burst on Pride, did they? Well, it's been like 3 minutes since we fought the Pride, so you'd hope it'd be back up by now. Are all the affixes okay this week? Yes, it's a really good week. I don't know what other affix combos there's gonna be, but this is a great week now. Both affixes are removable, like that's kind of crazy. I don't know what other weeks would have something like that.
This spear shall pierce your heart. The Archon spear is mine to wield. Perish among the clouds.
Mortals! Take up my spear!
How exhaustingly predictable.
Shut the fuck up, Denastrius. You got a free one there, buddy.
To your kind.
You got a cheap win there, buddy. Don't even start top talking us. We still almost upgraded that. We just had actual good boss damage. This would have been an upgrade. Okay, it's just gonna die out there though. Okay. So yeah, that don't work like that, my friend. You are not able to survive that no matter what CD you get.
No! The path must be abandoned.
Alright, well that's a shame. Oh, at least we finished the key.
The jailer's schemes have torn a schism.
Got some anima. Yep, hard to disagree. Alright. Get KSM. What? These guys are like very appreciative. Okay, we can do a 20. Yeah. There's a lot of people selling nonsense. I don't know what you're buying right now, but hope to get at least 120 done. That would be pretty nice. Just to see. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the portal credit actually reset, but all's 19. I mean, Halls would be a good one to test out. Let's see the actual healing again on there. So that time it did less healing than Unholy Strength. It's going to be a great conduit once we get it high, like maximum, and we also have the third tree, or third point, or whatever, but yeah, Gladnut Spike way better than that other trinket. It's crazy. Does anyone know why my Raider IO score? Yeah, because it's no longer Raider IO score. The Blizzard score is different. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and okay, we're filled. Yeah, I want to switch that conduit back though. I don't think that's actually helping us this week. It will in the future though. Very good conduit. The new defensive one. Yeah, that's the new defensive one right there. It did a lot more healing in the previous dungeon. I guess it just means I took a lot more damage this dungeon, but very good. I mean, how many times did it actually heal? 168 times, so that's pretty crazy. Hey, Almain dude, what's up? How you been? How have you been? This is actually Sanguine, right? Oh, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these people he's invited? 1,700? That's horrible now, right? I guess it's not that bad. This guy has 19s and shit. I don't know.
Speak plainly.
Shadow Priest, though. I'll be right back. Alright. Did Raider IO change their numbers? No, they're just using Blizzard score now. Been working a lot lately, but I can't complain. Life is good. How are you? Life is good here too. Yep. Well, eye level is dropping from Mythics. Yep, season 1 still. We're still season 1. New season starts next week. So how does this new Mythic Plus score work? I don't really fully know. I mean, I don't. You're asking like the particulars about how much score you get. I don't know, but all we know is you get score from both Tyrannical and Fortified separately. So I think it's only like a percentage though. It's not like an equal amount of score. Yeah, see, it doesn't say exactly how much score each one gives. I don't think I have any 20s done on both, do I? I have 2 19s done on both. Yeah. Presumably 2 20s would be 300 score, I guess. Maybe more than that. Oh yeah, my rating went from 1300 to 2k. Wow, really? 700 points? That's strange. I didn't gain anywhere near that much. You must have a lot more tyrannical keys done maybe or something. The cool thing about the new score is that it tells you after each dungeon. I know, that is cool. I mean, I don't think anybody needed to be told, but it is a nice... The new UI is awesome. I like, very cool. I like that. Where the hell am I flying to? Is this... It's like I took a weird route to get here. Guess I never pay attention. This zone is going to be interesting with actual flying, though. I don't know. Flying kills the game, but this is definitely a zone that I want to fly around and explore a bit. Are you still running Raider IO? Yeah, this is still the add-on, yeah. I want to disable it and see what it says, but I haven't done that yet. Season 2 equals new Keystone Master mount, I guess? It's the same mount. Unfortunately, it's a different coloration, but... Very, very similar mounts. I didn't actually. I should have put ice cubes in this today. It's very hot here. Would have been a good day to drink some cold water out of the coldest water jugs. What in your UI shows the affix schedule? I think it's called Angry Keystones. Hey, Matty! Big, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy, buddy? What's up, buddy, buddy, buddy? Super fast flying kills the game. I agree. Actually, I totally agree. If I've been talking about this a while. If they could just make it like classic or TBC, whatever, where flying is 60% speed, that's all. That's all the game needs. Flying is still faster, even at like 60 or even 100% speed. But like 310 flying is fucking ridiculous. It just ruins the whole game. Just kills it. What is your Mythic Plus rating? Yeah, 2373. IO is really weird now. Saw a monk with all 15s with 2k and another with all 20s. Yeah, that's strange. So I think what that means is like, well, obviously we know all 15s is 2k because that's what Keystone Master is going to be, right? But yeah, I think that means that they're just like heavily, they're like discouraging people from going above 15, it seems, with the score. That's very interesting. We are doing this dungeon, right? Oh, maybe not. Oh, I'm just the only person in the zone. Bring back the riding crop so leather workers can make some gold too. Yeah, that'd be cool. What's going on with this guy? Guess we're not doing. So we're doing what, 19? I thought I got invited to the Sanguine, but that's fine. I feel like 6% DPS buff for Blood Decay is not enough. I think we need more. Well, I did do 3k overall in that dungeon, so that's pretty good considering the dungeon. It certainly helped, but yeah, I agree. It should have been 10%. It's probably what I would have wanted to see. 15's a bit much, but Blood Decay single target is fine. It's just an AoE there. Damage sucks, so they should just probably buff Blood Plague and Blood Boil. That's what they should have did. No buffs to anything else. 15% buffs to those two spells, that would have solved a lot of problems. And we'd have better snap threat, and we'd be able to maintain threat longer. The problem is, like, I feel like Necrolord DK is probably, like, really good DPS right now. And I guess maybe even Venthyr. Vault of Secrets, isn't that? No, it's something in Korthia. Wrong thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Metro, how did you choose your main? Because I really want to play Blood Decay, but Prop Pally is so fun. So I was a Holy Pally for like 10 years, and then I really was falling out of love with them in Legion. It was like impacting the game. So I was playing Blood Decay a lot in Mythic Plus, or in Challenge mode, because in WoD Challenge modes they were like insanely broken, like the best tank by a fucking mile. So I was playing them a ton anyway, and I was kind of gravitating towards that tank when I knew I wanted to switch from Healer to tank. So it's, yeah, it's kind of the whole story, really. These small gives busting? I don't even know. Now I know they nerfed the Stone Friend or whatever the fuck Sarah said. The Gargoyle is nerfed, I know that much. They also buffed this Obliterate cast, which is definitely getting me. Tagging me. Oh, that's a Kyrian hunter now, huh? Oh, that's why he invited a priest, right? And masked the spell. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Healer died and he was the Venthyr, that's fine. Well, that was a big error there, me aggroing that. Okay, no help on that. Yeah, especially now with Chains of Ice. Like, I don't even feel like using Chains of Ice to slow mobs is a problem. Like, I feel like it's a better way to slow mobs, because they can't move out of Chains of Ice. And I don't have to worry about hitting all of them with one spell. Obviously I have to put it on way more mobs, so there's going to be times when it just doesn't work, but... Okay, this pack is definitely going to be difficult without the Gargoyle, but we should have Our actual defensive's up. Rune weapon should be up too by the time we get up there. It's fucking dying insanely slow. Look at this 2K club nonsense. Hey, Bynum, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? How's it going, man? This pack is going to be way harder now, though, with the buffs to those casts, which I'm sure nobody's going to help me interrupt. Holy fuck, I mean, this is not even one guy in 3K. Holy shit. A bad pride. Well, it doesn't really... Oh god. Forget it.
Beware.
Good, had a good nap, and now I'm gonna play the new patch. Smart. Smart. You got it figured out. I don't know, that just doesn't make sense. This guy's got a 21 and he's only 2K score. Maybe he hasn't updated the add-on. Maybe that's what seems to be, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. There's no way that you could have a 21 and only be 2K score, right? Unless, I don't know, I don't get it. Unless he's only got a single 21 and no tyrannical version of it. That's probably actually what's happening. What the fuck am I talking about? These fucking push week flavor of the month kids, they only do one key ever. This might be a noob question. I'm taking a lot of damage right now. This might be a noob question, but for tanking, you trying to always keep everything in front of you so they don't hit you in the back? Yes, definitely. You try to position that so other players can hit the mobs in the back? Well, that's not something I can do, but everybody can move. I'm the only one who has to worry about position requirements. Did they not reset Mythic difficulty? Correct. It doesn't happen until the season starts, which is next week.
Meddle all you like, mortals. You only delay the inevitable.
Do you think Blood DK is viable to do 25? I've never done anything that high, but I'm sure it is. If any tank can do it, I'm sure all tanks can do it. This is not good. I mean, what the actual fuck, man? It's kind of fucking embarrassing. $3K club, everybody in 3K. Including me as a thing. Yeah, that's a dangerous cast now. EMS way too early. Didn't realize Solar Beam went out. It is strange having Fortified week 2 weeks in a row, though. That's odd. And you can't outrange that anymore.
Beware.
They did nerf it. I love Blood Decay, but somehow it never gets A tier for Mythic Plus. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about the tier element of it, but in practical terms, seems to have everything I feel like it needs. I mean, I guess like you could make buffs to it, but it's like I think those buffs would just make it overpowered. I don't think it would make them more balanced. I think people just don't play Blood Decay because it's a very difficult tank to play well, and it's not like, you know, it's the opposite of what most tanks are looking to do right now. So it's not doing crazy offense. It's not like fucking sprinting away from mobs after establishing threat and all this stuff. You can line of sight it? Oh, really? You can't outrange it anymore, correct? 60 yards now? Yeah, I mean, you can outrange it, but you're not going to be in range of the mob anymore, so. God, it is another hot day today, though. It's crazy. What is that? Huh. You see, that's like all the slow I need. Like, there's not going to be any issues. And there's, what are they? That's 70% slow? Yeah. That's all you need, 70%.
You think yourself exceptional, gifted, but you will learn humility.
Is the updated Torghast? Yeah, that's all up there. I'm gonna be testing Torghast tomorrow, hopefully. That's funny. Hey, what's up, Robo Brave? It's funny, haven't played WoW in like a year almost. Yet Blizzard still hasn't called me about coming back. Bad customer service, is it? Why would they call you about coming back? Does that actually happen? I don't think I've ever received a phone call from Blizzard. I assume you don't mean literally call. I was just trying to be funny. Okay. Go on. You got me. It worked. Like in, I was such an amazing player. I get you. I get it. Yeah, you were like the Michael Jordan, man. They had to call him. We need you to unretire. Who is Blizzard? It's a mage spell. Mage spell. Don't have a mage in this group, so that's why you don't know about it. Like the old meme, I put 3 of 3 into improved Blizzard and your customer service is still shit. You ever see that? Back when improved Blizzard was a talent. Those tornadoes do like very little damage. I can easily clear multiple. Do I stick with Venthyr or switch to Necrolord on my Blood Decay? You should make that decision yourself. Don't worry about what I think. I put 3 of 3 in improved Blizzard and your service is very slow now. Oh wow. Yeah, because it's a 70% reduction, yeah. I can see that. Or is it 85? Might be 85. Okay, I need to not pot here. We were actually able to get both of those. That's good. Think you're going to change Covenant or Legendaries this patch? Doesn't look like it. Well, I don't know about Covenant. I was thinking about it, but I highly doubt it. We'll see. I don't know. I go in the wrong direction here for whatever reason. What's going on with this mechanic? There we go. Felt like it was taking forever to initiate. Holy crap, the last angels? Yeah, I just see that. Bit retarded. Don't know what's going on with that. I barely made that. Pretty sure they're bugged? Yeah, it's gotta be a bug. Doesn't even make sense. Is that this boss's normal model? I don't know. I didn't notice anything different. Why? What, you think it was different? It's that church elemental model. It's the only model in the game. There's only one. Like, do they look different than the shards of Halkias? I think it's just the exact same model, right? Look different to me. Right? I do that every once in a while where it's like, man, I've never really taken the time to notice something. And then when I notice it, when I know a bunch of things have changed, I'm like, huh, is that new? It must be new. It's just like, there's probably a psychological term for that error, but... Do you just need to be out of range? Yep. Just don't be in melee range. It's like 3 yards and you'll be good.
But you will learn humility.
Yeah, this is really embarrassing. 2K, Jesus Christ. 2K club. dying really fast though. Everybody's got their offense for this one. That was weird. I got knocked up in the air as he did the charge. Man, I gotta tell you, I feel like a G sitting on this EG Raptor. Really? That Raptor's like... I mean, do you have the Tiger? That Raptor's like not interesting to me at all, but I'm glad that you got it, obviously. Saved some money on that. Probably the happiest WoW moment. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's good to hear that. That's good to hear that. You certainly deserve it after all your auction house, the amount of time you spent worried about that auction house. This definitely feels like this is easier. Usually this pack is like mauling me on fortified. Although I think I did get a bit lucky. I mean, we had trees and shit, right? So. Plus we had good damage, it looks like. Okay, 9 minutes, so should be, as long as we don't do some bullshit wipe, I think it's an easy upgrade. I really like the Swift Zulian Tiger. Yeah, that thing is... Now, if you got that for 400k or whatever, that would be the... God, that would be the crown jewel right there, man. That is like probably my favorite mount in the whole game. It's the only item in the game that I regret not having, let's put it that way. Like, and it's such an important item that I would literally do. Oh, well, that's not even true. The AD tabard is my true regret because I had that. And anyway, but yeah, the Zulian Tiger. If I could have had that, I would definitely do anything I possibly could. Like, if I could literally just raid Zul'Gurub on Classic and get them out and transfer it over, I would do that. If I had to go farm it on TBC to transfer it over, if I had to play Wrath to do, like, literally, I would do anything to get that mount, other than make 10 million gold and sell it and buy it all in one mount. Not the Spectral Tiger? No, that thing's fucking garbage. I think it's disgusting looking. I don't know why anybody would ride that. The thing is, it's just like so prestigious, I guess, so everybody wants it, but that is like gotta be one of the worst looking mounts in the game. Animations look horrible. Because you can see like the bottom of the mount, because it's like clear. Looks ridiculous. Sai had one on US and I was like, man, that was such a waste of money. I don't know how he even got it. I can't remember what the circumstances were, but...
Your penance is at hand. You must face your penance.
Oh, what about the new golden hand mount? I haven't really looked at the mounts from this season, honestly. I did see a cool ass horse though, golden looking undead charger. It was pretty cool looking. That's a nice one, but not really a mount guy to be honest. If I had the ZG Tiger, I would literally never ride anything but the ZG. Like, I would stop riding the golem mount if I had that, let's put it that way. And there's another mount in the game that's even remotely similar. In fact, I wanted it so... Let me tell you a little funny story here. Fallen Charger, yeah, that's it. I wanted that ZG Tiger so bad in so many different ways that we were playing on a TBC private server a long time ago. And there was a crash, like the database crashed or something like that. So they lost like all the character data or something like that from like a few week span. And they offered everybody to put in IDs of things that you lost while you had the crash, like the crash made you lose basically. And I literally, like, everybody was putting in like full Kara gear, like gear that was like they definitely didn't have, you know what I mean? So I didn't even want that shit. Literally, I put in a bunch of blues and I put in the ZG Tiger, and it's like they caught me. And I think because I put in a bunch of blues and then they saw the epic on the list and they realized it was a tiger and not a fucking piece of gear. And the dude, like, it was really weird because you had to go to a GM on the server, like, physically. He was, like, standing in Shatrith, which is so strange. But anyway, the dude was, like, standing in Shatrith doing it, and I walked up to him, so I, like, opened trade, and he gave me all the items, effectively. And when he gave me the ZG mount, he goes, "What the fuck?" And then kicks me somehow. Like, I go flying across Shatrith, like 500 yards across Shatrith, and fall to my death. I was like, oh. Alright. All I wanted was the mount. I'd never owned the mount. I've never had the mount in any capacity. I've never been able to ride the mount. I've never seen my character with it. It's like, God, that was as close as we were going to get right there. Some, like, European GM noticed that I got the mount for free, basically. You should look it up, what the Fallen Charger. I mean, it's a cool mount, but I really don't give a shit about mounts. There's a few mounts that I really wanted recently. The Paladin Chargers, basically, the Ardent Crusade ones. They're really cool. I forgot that those were even in the game. I thought they were something else entirely. I thought those mounts were actually the Trial of the Grand Crusader thing, but yeah, that's how bad I wanted that ZG Tiger Red. I was willing to have it on a private server, let's put it that way. Mounts like the ZG Tiger are what they always should make. Like, I know it sounds dumb looking back, but mounts that are like very iconic looking visually and with a big twist. Because that's what that is. That's just the Night Elf, regular Night Elf mount, but completely different looking. And it's so iconic now because of that. Like, if it was a completely different looking cat, it wouldn't be anywhere near as cool. You know? So I wish that they did that more. Mounts that like are like a paladin. How about that? That's what they should have done. A Death Knight mount that is just the Paladin Charger, but like corrupted as a Death Knight shit. That's what they should have. That should have been another one. I mean, we have the Death Charger, but it's just a horse. It's not really, doesn't look like a Paladin mount at all. That would be awesome. Stuff like that is like, I wish that they would, that's like the Green Fire situation, right? Like, I wish that they would do more stuff like that. I was talking about Dark Light Paladin, like a shadowy Paladin, that'd be cool. But something that's just like very visually different than what you expect, and that makes it very noticeable. Crushing these 19s, it seems. As long as we don't have some bullshit wipe at the end, we good.
You are beneath my contempt.
I walked right into that, didn't hit him.
Your pride undoes you. I am losing my patience. Beware.
Okay. Just like, again, hit me. Didn't knock me back. Wait, maybe that doesn't knock you back anymore. Bagging like crazy. Yeah, we didn't lust. Got double value there. Got AMS for both the. Okay, let's get hit by this. I don't think I got hit by it. I got AMS for both the double tornado spawns and also for the Stigma of Pride. That's pretty good. Pretty lucky.
Beware.
Alright, super easy upgrade there. That was actually a really good group.
Still, I do look forward to ending your existence.
Wait, okay, so what's this guy doing now?
My undivided attention.
Wait, it happened again? I think you can only do it once. Oh, you can do it once per dungeon. Now I have miss 18. Once per dungeon, I guess. That's interesting. Once per upgrade. Now I have miss 18. Yeah, he's leaving. GG, app laws, thanks. Hey man, how's the patch been treating you? Brett, very, very well so far, I tell you what. Very well. I feel like there's not that much content this week to do, right? Only Korthia dailies? I mean, there's Korthia dailies, Torghast. Yeah, I mean, those are the main things, obviously. But yeah, world content. That's usually all that you get preseason. That hunter popped off. Yeah, 8.7k. What the fuck? That's a Kyrian too, so I guess that's the right choice. He made the right choice, huh? Anyway, boosted animals. What's that mean? Where did you boost them? Up on, like on a shelf? You put them up there? How'd they get down? When does the new season start? Next week. Yep. Still all item level? Correct. Next week season starts. Wait, what? Guy's a liar. What the fuck? But I'm hopping off. Just kidding. I feel like there's no clear consensus for hunters. A lot of people advocating for night phase still. Oh, really? Margarita Solaraca, welcome. I like margaritas, I think. Anyway, Kyrian is better for BM and MM. It's the same for Balance Druid. People are conflicted before Night Fae and Venthyr. Yeah, what is up with this Venthyr thing? I don't know why anybody would... Night Fae was like their claim to fame, wasn't it? Like, it was like the only reason they were good. How's the raid team looking? Not great. Yeah, we're really desperate for a few more players, especially healers. We cannot seem to find healers. So if anybody out there is interested in looking for a raid group for 9.1 Season 2, we raid Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 to 11 Eastern, and we are very much recruiting any ranged DPS or especially healers. We need to get at least one healer in, if not two. There's like no keys now. What the hell's happened? Oh, let's try the 18. Anyway, friend, will you continue with Blood Decay? Correct. By a decent chunk. They nerfed the Bombkin legendary that made Convoke basically 100% crit. Oh yeah. But like Convoke is the only reason they do good damage, isn't it? I don't know. I like one story of Tauren. Yeep. Alright. They nerfed the legendary that made Convoke super good. Oh really? That's interesting. I always thought it was just like the spells themselves being just shot out for free. Okay, Necrotic Wake, which they did do major alterations to as well. We'll go do that. Just gonna do the old route because honestly, I don't even remember. It's not worth trying to make sure we do the right route one time before the season's over. With the new Ventho Legendary, they get stat percentages that you saw people get with corruption. Well, that's great and all, but does that actually make them do good burst damage? I mean, I guess it must. Like, I don't know. Every time I ever play with a Balance Druid, they do, like, fucking negative damage, and then all of a sudden they go absolutely apeshit. So I always assume that was because of Convoke. I guess you're telling me it's not because of Convoke, it's because of the Legendary. So I guess that makes sense, but... That's a bit worrisome, though, because if that damage profile is only going to get worse for them in this way, then they're really going to suck next season. God, it's hot. I think I have the coldest water. Too bad the water isn't actually cold because I didn't make it cold. Not their problem. It's my problem. With the stupid clip chip thing. I don't want this. Does anybody want this? You put it on your bag of popcorn or something. Probably do not want to be using Spear on the second boss anymore, right? That boss keeps getting nerfed. And next season, without Pride on the first boss, it's going to be definitely a mess. You're only going to be able to get... Actually, yeah, you'd have to go out of your way to even get a single dude for that first boss, so... Wow, these guys are... I don't understand, though. Wow. 1,500? 17 miss. Like, what? I wonder how many keystones lower our keys will be next week. Yeah, I don't know why people keep saying 5. That's... I don't understand where that number is coming from or how anybody would know that. But everybody seems to think 5. Every single... Yeah, I know. They all say the same. It's like, I think it's one of those things where it's like, somebody said it at some point, and then a second person thought they were right, and then they started saying it, and then maybe it doubled to 4 people, and then 8, and then 16, and it just keep going up and up and up until everybody believes it. But it's like, I cannot find... First of all, I can't find any actual evidence that that anybody could know, because when you go onto the PTR, your key is the same level as it is on live. And there's no actual seasonal reset. Like the next week it just drops 1. And then there's not anything in the patch notes about it. I've asked people who actually are employed by the Blizzard Entertainment Group, and they don't seem to know. So it's like, how does anybody know this? Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Weekly no levers at the beginning of the patch is A+++ content, though. Gotcha. And we're going to be doing a lot of keys next week, that's for sure. Strap in. We're going to be streaming probably like 100 some hours next week. Just gonna be doing keys and trying to get some gear, I guess, too. Maybe, I don't know. What eye level? What do we know? I guess we do now. Yeah. A 5 is what? 223. So that's useless. So we're not actually going to be getting any gear next week. Well, maybe we won't be doing as many keys as I thought we would be doing next week, but definitely gonna get 10 keys done. 10. I guess now it has to be 15 too. Latsu's saying this. Has to be 15, not 14. So that's actually going to be slightly more difficult to get 10 15s, I bet. I don't know. We'll see. He did not reset. What the fuck? What's your score now if you use the in-game score system? Yeah, it's 2373 apparently. This guy failed a 19 necrotic wake, and now he's doing an 18. That's a bit scary. What would have happened here?
What's up?
God, I really can't wait to do season 2 skis though, man. I'm so interested in learning about those and seeing what those affixes do. Has anybody looked? I'm sure you guys as DPS have looked at them, right? Like, what are the ones that you think you're going to take the most? Are there any like really cool ones that you really think are going to define your ability to play your class? There's some quite interesting ones for DK. And it seems like, I mean, I don't fully even understand how it works, but it seems like they're not the same every week as well. Like, there must be some weekly variation to it. Because when I tested it, I didn't even see half of the fucking things around there.
I got what you need.
Volcanic plume. Yeah, so what is that? Is it actually like volcanic? Does it only come on volcano weeks, maybe? Exactly like volcanic, spawns under them, then explodes. That's, yeah, so that's got to be affix related, right? Does a lot of uncapped damage.
Have you come here to be slaughtered as well? This temple was merely the first.
No, it's tied to the fire lieutenant. Oh yeah, like it's always there every single week. Because I was looking at like the list of them, and I didn't even see like half of the ones that were on the list on Wowhead. So I don't know what that, if the list was just wrong or what, but it did seem like some of them were related to affixes, so I wasn't sure.
Have you come here to be slaughtered as well?
No, I picked this early hammer up, which is not great, honestly.
This temple was merely the first to fall. Soon, all of
Not sure if it's always there, but you get it from him. I see, okay. I wouldn't be surprised, because there's a couple that are like actually named after the affixes, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were somehow related to the affixes. AFK dog needs to poop. Uh-oh. Hopefully not in your bed like Sign. This pack always takes so long. I honestly agree with Sign used to say we should always spear this pack. This is such a long pack, it's so strange. We have a Kyrian. That was another thing I was thinking about with Kyrian is like usually the only person who's Kyrian is the tank and it's Vengeance. I don't think there's even, I guess, Monk, but I guess Paladin too, but
You think yourself exceptional, gifted, but you will learn humility.
I just love the blue D&D though, I'll tell you. That's another thing that's keeping me going with that. Okay, this is gonna be perfect. Hopefully. That's gonna be beyond perfect. No lust. How do you imagine yourself trying? Do you imagine? Yeah, I would definitely, like I said, I think I literally, I might be switching. We'll see. Might be switching to Kyrian. We'll see how these conduits or whatever. The thing is, the spell itself is really not great. Like it's solid, and it's really good for 5-mans, but I think it just sucks with raids, man. It's so hard to use. Whereas Kyrian is just a simple big damage chunk. The big thing, there's going to be two big things. How good are the soul binds for Night Fae? Because it does look like they got some of the best ones yet again. How good are those staying? And compare that to Kyrian soul binds. And then how good is the legendary for Kyrian? Because I feel like that legendary is ridiculous. I don't actually know. But I think it's actually insane, honestly. I'm not sure though.
I am sure he would gladly take your limbs as repayment.
Bit late on the name, Zeke. Yeah, I'm going to wait until after Heroic Raid. Yeah, it's definitely not... I won't be changing until I have every renown point for Kyrian, or for, whatever this is called, Night Fae. I won't be changing anytime soon. I want to make sure I'm making the right decision. The other thing is, like, I have to say, like, I just don't really like the lore and the situation with Night Fae at all. Like, it's probably actually my least favorite lore-wise. Like, I really don't care about Durand and fucking Maiev and all these people. Like, this is just not interesting to me as a Horde player. But, the other three are great. Like, Kale and Kel'Thuzad are awesome characters. Obviously, Alexandros Morgraine is one of my favorite characters ever, but he's not really in the role that I love him for. But yeah, my favorite would definitely be the situation with Kyrian with Uther there. That is fucking awesome, honestly. So we'll see what happens with that, I guess, too. Like, there continues to look like there's going to be similar stuff happening there, then I'll keep being interested in Kyrian. I swapped to Necro after I maxed off Venthyr party minigame and became BFFs with Lady Vash and Morgraine. Yeah. Dude, Alexander's Morgraine's like top tier character. Definitely my favorite. One of my favorite like non-major characters. Definitely my favorite non-major character. Character who's never actually been in the video game, right? He's actually never been featured in WoW, right? In anywhere other than in a small amount in the Death Knight storyline. Oh, I guess he was a boss. Yeah, he was a boss in the original Nax. I definitely feel like Kyrian and Venthyr have better storylines. Yeah, it's like not a big thing, obviously, the storyline, but definitely, no, I don't really like the Kyrian, or I don't really like the Knife-Face stuff at all. I don't know much about Necro or Venthyr, because I wouldn't ever play those on this character, but definitely, Kyrian is very, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is very, very, very good. I just don't know when it starts. I thought we were going to be starting it today, or yesterday, but it's not.
Meddle all you like, mortals. You only delay the inevitable.
So I just looked up that hunter from your last key. He literally does 1 key a week on Tyrannical. His highest Tyrannical is 17. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what the game looks like for these people. It's a shame. The latter half of the Venthyr and Necro campaigns are essentially the same thing. Oh, that's interesting. Accidentally used rune weapon, but we don't need it on this level, that's sure. Did Jix decide what tank he wants to play? I guess Demon Hunter, yeah, he's on Demon Hunter a bunch. I haven't talked to him about that.
Face me, Necromancer. Thanatos will be avenged.
Are you so eager to share your underling's fate? Your vaunted courage will be your doom.
Anyway, some of the scoring system for Torghast looks rough. Killing a boss in 20 seconds. Yeah, well, I mean, depends on your anima powers, right? Depends on the level, too, obviously. I just don't know, is there going to be a reason to do lower Torghast levels now? Like, is getting a 5 thing better than getting a 4 thing on a higher level? I don't fully understand. I'm not really sure what's even in that vault or whatever, that treasure room thing. Does anybody actually know what's in there? What's the benefit of unlocking that? There must be something. Maybe more Soul Ash? Ah, that would make sense. Soul Cinders, maybe, hopefully. Hopefully no more Soul Ash. I don't think anybody really needs more of that, but... God, it is fucking hot, man, I'll tell you what. Definitely gonna be the hottest day I've played WoW. You can get sockets from the vault? Oh, really? So that's its purpose? How long until we can unlock that, though? Sockets and conduits. Oh, that's neat. That's really good. They did a great job with this, honestly. I feel like they're slam dunking it. What's the temperatures? I don't actually know. 92 it says right now. That's outside. It's probably hotter inside right now because of my computer. Usually it's way hotter in my room than it is outside. Ouch, that is hot for that area. Yeah, not really. I mean, it's above 90 isn't ridiculous here. I feel ya, yeah. We got a really bad storm last night too, apparently. I slept through it, I guess, but... It's 96 here and the sun isn't even out. It's cloudy. Damn. Unlucker. To be fair, overcast days are usually hotter here than sunny days. I don't know why that is, but... that's usually more humid, I guess, is what the difference is.
Brought to justice. You dare deny me the sky? Then I shall answer in kind.
Foolish Paragon! There is nothing you can do to stop us. No matter. My minions are endless. The fallen shall serve me again.
Oh, that fuck. I thought I got the mage, but got the caster or the crossbow dude instead.
Reduce you to dust. With sacrifice comes victory.
See, now that I know about that stun thing, that makes it really easy to do this fight as DK. It was easier before, and then they nerfed it, and now it's easy again.
Your arrival proved timely, yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders are purged from our skies. I will lead the effort here, where my disciples...
Shadow Priest not playing any games. No? Not even mind games?
The corpses we need, Stitch Flesh. Prepare to strike at the next temple.
Just a moment longer. It seems that the parts for my new creation have arrived at last.
Lol. Yeah, that's a good one, right? Still Kyra and Demon Hammer, there's chicks. 13 seconds CD on Elysian Decree is just so good. Wow, 13 seconds, what the fuck? That's something newer. Okay, we gotta wait for this pad, unfortunately. Actually, not really. At 57 right now, when you use your decree, it does extra AoE for each target hit. Oh wow, that's cool. That's a trait, huh? That's pretty neat. Oh, I actually saw that. That was actually one of the real reasons why I was like, man, this looks like this would be really good for Blood DK with that new legendary. I don't know what the Demon Hunter one is, but... But for Blood DK, or yeah, for DK, it makes the spell like super, it's like an AoE spell. It turns into like an AoE spell, I think, or something. And the whatever that trait is that we were just talking about makes it up like, I mean, it's only a 1 minute CD as it is, so yeah, it's gonna be super awesome. Klaus Pukert. Well, thanks a lot for becoming a member, my friend. First time seeing that name, but I'm glad to have you here. I'm doing a lot of Blood DK content in the coming weeks, so I hope you're interested in all that.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus?
Mythic Plus?
Blood
Death Knight. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome. Glad to have you. Very generous for you to do that. How would you get it to 13 seconds? I heard around 30. I don't know much about that. I really don't understand how that nonsense happens. Like, it's so bizarre. How do you just not pick up the spear on the ground? Okay, good. Now that guy died. Second death of the dungeon is to go back and get the spear that we fucking somehow forgot to get. It's already been 30 with the legendary and then 20 seconds on top of that. That guy was like, wait, what the fuck? He did not even 1k DPS on this pack? Not that serious. You can do damage while you try not to die. Hey Flimsy, what's up, man? Glad to see you. Legendary is 2 seconds per fracture, isn't it? Not sure. You'll have to ask somebody who plays Demon Hunter. I have no idea. Will you be able to live in high keys with that legendary though? You talking to Jix still, or? With Blood DK, if you're talking to me, yes, definitely. It sounds like it would make the talent, like it sounds like it would be just a better version of Rune, Crimson Rune. The thing that's so good about Crimson Rune right now is that it gives me a bunch of rune haste, basically. And I don't need that as a non-Venthyr, or as a non-Kyrian. Like, it's not really needed as something other than Kyrian. But like not having to use D&D like that just to refresh a stack of a buff is like, it just makes the game so much easier, you know what I mean? That's the thing. This is I definitely picked the hardest ability to use on the hardest class already. Fucking IRL challenge runs, dude. My whole life is IRL challenge run. It's crazy. Never just do anything normal. Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be great for 5-mans. Fall damage decreased by 20 seconds and after taking fall damage. I saw that, yeah, that's another one I saw. There are many ways to take a little fall, I bet, yeah. What the fuck is going on here? How do you get hit by that? 2 people died of that mechanic. God, man, this community is fucking awful. We're gonna wipe here now to this. Jesus Christ, 2 deaths to fucking gut rip.
Rotsview, get to work and don't fail me like your predecessor.
I would guess the CD ends up around 20 seconds. You're assuming you get many fractures. Shit. Anyway. No, that's not good. I doubt that's gonna get nerfed. It probably, the thing is, there's already traits like that in the game, and they work differently for different spells. Like we saw that with that Dreamweaver spell, right? So, wouldn't be surprised if it just worked differently than you think it does, but unlikely to get nerfed, I mean.
You think you're self-exceptional, gifted.
They just did a big tuning pass and they didn't touch that one. Well, we getting 4 dungeons done? I think so, right? Yeah, this is the 4th. No disbands today. That's really nice. Actually feels like we're playing WoW again. Last few months have been a bit of a silly thing. Vengeance is just going to be a 4th DPS that is squishy. Yeah, no doubt. That's funny.
I must preserve your parts for later. Imbeciles!
Wasn't sure what was going to happen there. No, we don't lust. No lust here.
Have you no respect for craftsmanship? Blind, yes, but brimming with arcane energy. Ooh, oh wonder. My greatest.
Just wasted fucking 15 seconds of lust.
Bastion shall be laid to waste.
Gonna use that spear or what? This doesn't matter now, we don't have lust. I am surprised how long it'll take to upgrade one legendary to rank 6. Yeah, it looks like it's going to take a long time. I mean, to even get the ability to upgrade it all to 5, it's going to take a long time because this rep is like... I didn't think this rep would take this long. It's going to take like weeks to get honored, it looks like. Luckily, though, the sockets conduits come from the other rep. Yeah, that's true. I already got 80 of those orange crystals waiting. Nice. You bought them. It's crazy. I have 7 just from playing, so I don't know. By the time we get the ability, I think I'll probably have pretty close to 40. Can you make it this week? I doubt it. I mean, you need to be honored. Somebody needs to be honored with Death's Advance to be able to buy the thing, right? So I don't know how you get honored in 1 week when you start fucking neutral and you only get 3 dailies a day. Maybe somehow by Monday there'll be enough. I guess it depends. Does that Assault give Death's Advance rep? I think it might. I don't remember. You can make rank 5 next week. Gotcha. Oh yeah, you probably don't have enough Soul Cinders either way. Okay, well we did finish the key. So that's good. Hyena Soul. Okay, we'll do one more. Maybe a 20 hopefully. And then I gotta get going. 510 Cinders. Rank 6 is 1651. Is the recraft legendary for a socket a real thing? Or did they add it at last just by upgrading it to rank 5? No, it's, yep. Should make a legendary automatically as a socket, but of course it has to be one of the things that could have a socket. That was what I was so confused by. It's like people were like freaking out about it for some reason. I didn't understand. The only way I thought it made sense was like they must be talking about legendaries that formerly couldn't have a socket. That's the only thing I could think of. Like people were mad that they had to recraft legendaries that they shouldn't have had to recraft, because other than that I couldn't see any reason. I don't understand what was wrong with the system. Okay, anyway, this fucking guy, man, Jesus. Please no Dratnos route, what the fuck? I don't know what the hell that's about, but... Anyway, this whole situation is funny because I originally got my legendaries rank 4 in Bracer slot. Oh, I remember this. That is funny. By the way, if you want a little extra rep Darkmoon Fairies this weekend, oh, I definitely do. So I was actually ahead for this system from day 1 by luck. That is hilarious. I forgot about that. You crafted the same legendary twice anyway. Dratnos route. I don't get what was that meant to mean? I don't get that. Is that an insult to Dratnos? Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta get some AC on here real quick too. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. You can't get to 43, yeah? 42 is the highest you can get right now. Unless something's coming later in the week. Dude, did you see this Tour de France thing? Holy fuck, this is hilarious. This is everything that's wrong with the world in 2021. We gotta watch. You gotta watch this. This is hilarious. Unfucking believable. If you guys haven't seen this yet. Where'd it go? Wait, when was this? It was only a couple hours ago.
Sticking out a
How do I
sign,
get
and
it?
down goes Tony Martin.
Here we go. Yeah, let's watch this. Absolutely hilarious. The sign lady. Yeah, dude, what does it say? What language is that? Does anybody know? This was the first day? Oh, really? It's not... Oh, the 26th. What the fuck? Why is ESPN reporting on it so late? Oh, because the woman's getting arrested. That's why. That's why. I see. This is fucking hilarious, though. Look at this. So this woman has some sign, and she's like fucking like Twitter posing, like trying to be on TV, basically. What does it say? I don't get it.
Sticking out a sign.
Look at it. And she's just, like, she's, first of all, on the road. Which is like, what the fuck? And she just, like, how does this guy not stop? Like, I guess he can't? I guess he just doesn't expect it to hit him, maybe. So he just like, slams right into him. And he just takes out, like, a fucking quarter of the field or something. I mean, like, what the actual fuck is this? This is, like, Instagram bullshit, right? This is, like, what 2021 is. Like, I want to fucking ruin this whole event just so I can get whatever that sign is on TV. Probably promoting some bullshit. I mean, what does it say? Does anyone have any idea? God, that is so ridiculous, though. And look at it. The whole fucking, literally, everybody behind the leaders is now on the ground. What the fuck, dude? It's so ridiculous. What does it say, though? Alezopi Omi. Let's try to look it up. Allezop Omi. A mix of French and German. Go grandpa, grandma. What? Is that actually what it means? Oh, she's wanted. It said hi, grandma. Yeah, that's apparently what it says. I think hello, grandpa and grandma, apparently. It's bizarre. Signed 2OP. That's so fucking hilarious though, to watch that one guy just rail right into it and the whole field go down. Oh man. I think it was like saying hi, yeah. Do you have some tips about Night Fade Blood Decay? I was Venthyr and decided to try Night Fade, but my performance dropped a lot. Really? It shouldn't really drop that much. I mean, the Covenants don't do that much, unfortunately. What kind of questions do you have I could answer? I could help you. Yeah, like people want to sue the crap out of her and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's not acceptable. Like, imagine if that happened in an NBA basketball. Like, I mean, I don't know how important this part of the race is. Apparently, it's the first day. I don't even know what that means. But think about that. Imagine if you're that guy who got hit by that sign. You're probably injured now, right? Like, to some degree, you're physically affected by that, right? One way or the other. Completely to no fault of your own. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. Not only that, I mean, you might have lost the race because of it. Alez means go or go ahead. That doesn't make any sense then. Go grandma. I don't know what that... But anyway, yeah, it's like, what? I just lost a race because some lady hit me with a sign. So, like, imagine if that happened in a basketball game. The only thing I could think of is imagine this example. There's, like, 10 seconds left, okay? It's tied game, or maybe it's like they're down 1. The Lakers are down 1, okay? And they're inbounding the ball. And as they inbound the ball to LeBron James to hit the game-winning three-pointer from half court, some fucking fan runs on the court and blocks him. It's the only thing I can think of, right? Like somebody runs out and fucking rejects him while he's shooting a half-court shot or something. That's the only thing I could think of, right? Because it's like, okay, it's not like it was definitely going in. And it's not like, you know, it was the only reason they lost. Like, I'm sure that guy falling there isn't the only reason that guy wasn't going to win the Tour de France. But it's definitely one of the reasons, right? Like, could you imagine that? Like, people got hurt. Some people's bikes broke and had to step out of that part of the race. And some people straight up dropped from the rest of the legs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that woman just completely fucked that whole event. That is so bizarre. Okay, anyway, I guess we, I don't know, I don't really, oh, Hall's point. Golf also lets people way too close? Yeah, that's true. Golf is a little different, though, because they have, I guess the equivalent would be like somebody runs and, like, interferes with your backswing. The problem is, no fan is ever going to be able to impact the golf ball and not die. Like, the equivalent to that would they run into the guy while he's swinging and they get hit with the ball or maybe even the club. That would be the equivalent, and that guy's just gonna die, so that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I think basketball is probably the best. Or that DeAndre Ayton game winner with the fan throwing a bottle to deflect it. Wait, did that actually happen? What is that? You're joking about the bottle part, right? But yeah, either way, imagine like in some other sport, like NFL, any sport like that, where the guy runs out on the field and blocks the fucking game-winning field goal or something like that. That would be so funny. It's like a fan throwing something from the crowd and hitting a football as the kicker is going for a field goal. Yeah, that's probably a more respectable way to look at it. Those guys can't cycle to work anymore, so she also needs to pay people's transport costs. Yeah, you're right. I'm joking about the bottle. I wasn't sure if that actually happened. Wasn't sure if somebody did throw a bottle or something, because I heard that the fans were getting pretty this playoff, and this was bad fan-wise. I think I'm too used to swarming miss. It is just too strong compared to Death's Due. I just can't do the same pulls as before. I have to pull smaller. Well, that's definitely false, yeah. So Death's Due is extremely good defensively. It's just hard to use. So I don't really know how to help you understand that, but I mean, think about it. It's a, what was it, 8%? Yeah, an 8% damage reduction to every mob in the pack if you can use it optimally. That's obviously better than 10% dodge, right? So you just have to get used to getting in there and hitting the right target with it immediately. And you will absolutely you'll absolutely be in better defensive shape. The problem is, its offense is pathetic. Like, it's a very, very bad offensive talent, so unless you're struggling with threat or somehow damage overall, yeah, this is definitely a better defensive trait for 5-mans if you ask me. Anyway, have you seen the video where the golf drives 2 balls in the... I have, the woman. It's like a woman, right? Make her cut it out! Somebody yells from the crowd. She just fucking like... I don't know, I've never seen somebody shank a ball to the left, but that's basically what it was. She just like fucking skull pulls one into somebody's knee. And does the exact same thing the second swing. How nuts is that? Anyway, yes, it does matter because if you do all 12 layers flawless solo, you get a cool mount. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Okay, so we're in a 20. Do you tab targets? I don't usually tab. No, I usually just drop it and click people.
Where do we strike?
Oh, we finished this too. Okay, let's go turn this in before I forget. Obviously, we're not going to get anything we need, but... And the other thing about this is it's up every pack, and if you do it right, it should be up like 90% of the pack too, so... The strength is bigger than you think as well. You're getting a lot of defensive value from having the strength portion of it too. But yeah, so like, get up there, drop D&D early. I like to call this Global Zero. It's like you're able to put D&D down without aggroing the mobs, right? So you can effectively start the pull, combat-wise. Before they hit you, you should have D&D down. So drop D&D as you're running to the pack. Aggro the pack, and then find the mob that's the most dangerous and start building stacks on it. Or, you know, whatever you have to do first, I guess. But then whenever you're ready to start hard striking with D&D down, build off whatever the highest damage target to you is, and that's it. It'll obviously cleave onto other targets too. By the time the first D&D is gone, you should have multiple stacks of at least, you know, 4 to 6% damage reduction on all these targets. Yeah, I guess the difference between me and these guys is that they don't have tyrannical keys, right? Because I'm 2300 and they have 21s done. 22s. This guy's got 22s. Well, he's 2400. Gonna be interesting finding ways to take fall damage. Yeah, I don't know how you'll do it, but I'm sure you'll find it. I had a warrior and reptile in one group and I was basically an off tank. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a problem with Blood DK right now. You know, I mean, if you're worried about that, you probably should go Necrolord, right? But that's also their problem, not your problem exclusively. Probably gonna have to be a main gameplay look, even mid-pull. Damn. Why you place D&D first? You do that even if you're Venthyr? Yep. It's free. It's a free global. Like, so pretending I'm fighting these mobs here, okay? So there's the pack we're about to pull. I would drop D&D right there. See how it doesn't aggro them? And then I could still engage them on my own terms. And you only lose like 1 second of D&D. You know what I mean? So getting that down immediately so you could start building Death Dew stacks. Really useful. Probably going to have to be a... Oh, we were this. Oh, and I'm happy to report Bronze still sucks. Yeah, they nerfed him again, right?
I live to serve.
It was bugged, apparently. Just a bug, apparently. You need to also do this Necrolord thing. Does storming toss you high enough? I doubt it. Well, it definitely doesn't. You have to take any fall damage, or is it a certain amount of fall damage that has to be taken? It's 20 yards or something. I think the numbers were there. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So now it just shows it on the list. Oh, it's orange. That's interesting. 2300 is orange. I like that they did that too. It's just 1 point of fall damage. That's cool. Oh, I didn't do that. Thanks for this awesome advice. Yeah. Provided you plan on using D&D on the pack, always put it down first. You can always, like I said, it's global 0. You can use it. And by the time you actually need this rune, it'll have regenerated. And it shouldn't aggro the mobs as long as you place it right. It's basically like just getting it down for free. It's like it's down because, you know, the pack, it's like down before the pack starts, basically. Dude, where is the goddamn Necrolord, people? I don't know where this even is. I guess you can't actually do this here.
I keep everything well made.
So I need to go turn this in. Because I've been at Exalted with them, or I've had a Paragon cache with them for like a month now, and I just keep forgetting. People aren't taking the brown soulbind for Braun, they're taking it for the passives. Oh yeah, well either way, Braun was nerfed. Apparently it was bugged, so. Oh, the vault is back, so I guess it works now.
Greetings, mortal.
I didn't have that much of an aggro issue as Venthyr. Also, free runic power was insane. Did you feel like you got use out of all that free runic power, though? From the little I've played with that spell, it seemed like it was too much runic power. You couldn't spend it all on AoE. Like, it's obviously an AoE spell, and you just end up capping unless you took Bone Storm, which obviously you're not taking. I don't know. I mean, what made you go Night Fae? Like, what was the decision there? Seems to be extremely unpopular, so I'm surprised to hear anyone who's going knife pay. What else were we gonna do? Oh yeah, we gotta go to figure out where this guy is.
What do you seek?
I have no idea. Like, does anybody know where the emissary is? It's probably here somewhere. Like, I don't know why it's not on the map. Isn't it supposed to be on the map? Oh, there it is. It says it on the thing now. Nalcor Talson at Theater of Pain. Okay. Should be by theater, gotcha. Just to try it out and get renown and campaign done. Oh, you picked the wrong time to do that, right at the end of the season. Huh? Sounds like Ventur's working out for you better though, so you probably should go back.
Strength means everything to the Maldraxi. Prove that none can match you in the arena.
Okay, we did it. Don't know why that wasn't on the map. Oh, we got a toy. It's probably like the last thing I actually needed. Don't know why it looks like a Twilight Dragon egg, but... Oh, what the fuck? Why would I ever want this toy to... Do you use Corian though? Yep, Corian for 5-mans. Ghostlands, that sounds familiar. And that's probably not for a good reason. Neat new thing with Paragon Reputations add-on, it shows you the rewards on the rep bar if you have them. Oh, that's good, I should get that. I think I have every one of these though. They literally, they seem to drop very often, and you get reps so quick this season, or last season at least, because of the weekly dungeon quests. That's cool. Chick sent me a picture. That's cool. Venari, yeah, I forgot there's Venari ones now. Where can I see that? Let's see. Oh, about the same. I guess everybody gets the exact same amount of rep. Hopefully the next rank is like engaged. Applause A, thanks for the sub, buddy. Hope the tips help. Alright, anyway, let's get going here. We got less than an hour to do this key. Why do you have the spike trinkets? This one? That's the best trinket I have for both. It's like a good offensive and defensive trinket. Plus it has leech on it. Pretty good one. Okay, so this is the first 20 we've done this season. Hopefully it'll upgrade and we can get our port and we'll... Probably should record this. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. First 20 of the preseason. Obviously, we make those tornadoes go away. It's pretty nice. Definitely need to be very, very cautious about interrupting the bolts, though. That's going to be a tough one. This is going to be a very...
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus?
Mythic Plus?
Blood
Death Knight. Thanks a lot, Alex. Welcome. Glad to have you as a member again. I think you were returning or something. Anyway, that's good. First pack goes well. Don't accidentally back up into the gargoyle. If that did 13k damage, that doesn't feel like that much for 20. For an interruptible spell, I guess they really spam it though, huh? I definitely won't be interrupting anything but that from now on. Everybody else is gonna have to handle the rest. God, this pack up here is gonna be the hardest shit. Really gonna have to play well. Is that new to your UI? The ready over an icon near your health bar? Not sure what you mean, sir. The ready over an icon near your health bar. No idea. Top left of your HP bar. I haven't made any changes to the UI, so no. One way or the other, no. The dogs maybe are the ones that have been nerfed the most. They didn't nerf the bleed, but certainly that's on a 20, that would have been absolutely devastating. Do we have 6 stacks of that? Okay, really not that bad, honestly. I thought those wicked bolts would really carve me up, but they really didn't nerf that bad.
Beware.
Everybody else died though. 5 stacks of busting. I'm the only one alive still, yeah. I do kind of wish there was a way to still see what their actual radar out score was, because I said these guys have like 21s done and they're 200 points lower than me. Makes me think that they actually were probably way ahead of me before the Blizzard changes.
Beware.
Wow, look at the hippo. That's cool. That's a new one, right? Looks funny. It's like waddling. That's the new animation, the waddle. You were talking about that the other day, weren't you? Is that you? Okay, I'm dead. No, we're good. Oh, this guy's actually Frost. I was 2100 yesterday and I'm 25 today. Gotcha. Yeah, so I mean, these guys have 21s done. I don't really understand how they're lower than me. I don't have a single 21 done.
Meddle all you like,
Not in time, at least.
you only delay the inevitable.
That pack works out so well, though. You can just kite out those dogs and bring them back up the stairs, because that's where you want to fight them anyway. Might be the last time we do Halls with Pride. I'll miss it. This was actually a really good dungeon for Pride, I feel like. Mage is 2404 before new system. He's exactly the same. So that's... Why is that? That's got to be something wrong with that. There's no way he's exactly the same, right? Unless he's literally never done a tyrannical key, I guess? I don't understand.
For the master!
Great Arrow shows him as 2461. Okay, so the add-on doesn't work right now. That makes sense. I was gonna say, there's no way these guys are lower score than me. That doesn't even make sense. Okay. So yeah, when I look at it, you can see it right here. 2404, you see on the bottom right? And this guy is 20068. This is the guy I was talking about. He's got a 21 Plague Fall. And somehow he's lower than me. No way that would be the case. The add-on is not actually showing Blizzard's score right now for some reason, I guess. It's quite nice having to interrupt something so frequently. I like that. Feels like I'm actually making good decisions. So nice. That gargoyle is just such a nice extra. 10% right still? They nerfed that. Yeah, 10%. Very good. Gonna be gone before the Pride though, I think. Just literally as the Pride spawns, he's gone. Guess we aggroed him probably on the way by. It's kind of tough not to. And what is that guy wearing? That's the warrior. So you can't actually inspect him. Interesting transmog. Also seems the mage is new to frost, as all his keys were fire. Rally, I'd imagine. That doesn't sound abnormal. I think if you die, you concede, right? Is that how it works? I don't know what this dude's on about. I do not concede. It's like, well, you lost one way or the other.
Beware.
Thank God for this trinket though, man. I hope I can get another one quick, but I don't even really care, honestly, because as long as yeah, the one I have is obviously fine for a while. Some strange decisions with these gargoyles. To me, it's kind of annoying that only Heart Strike gives Death Dew stacks. Yeah, sounds like you're probably not using it. But seems like you don't really align with its use case. And to be fair, I don't blame you. It's very hard to use well. I think most people would probably be in your boat. You have to stay in the D&D, you know what I mean? You have to hit the mob, actually. A lot harder to use than the other 3 abilities. What the hell? How'd that guy die? He just got one shot by the beam? If you do a 15 this week, do you get a 2? No, no. It doesn't start until season 2. That would be a bit silly. If you do a 15, yeah, 15 next week is what you need. Hopefully that's gonna last long enough to get that one. Yes. Saw that coming. I knew that was not gonna have aggro. Should have just tried to. I was trying to taunt it, and then I didn't realize it wasn't available. Should have just death gripped. A bit of like a mental block where I try never to use death grip unless I know it's actually going to grip a target, or I absolutely need the taunt. And that wasn't one of those cases, I guess, in my head.
Meddle all you like, mortals. You only delay the inevitable.
Oh yeah, bent their holy pally. Okay, this one's gonna die quick. I think we upgrade this. It's gonna be a little tight timer-wise, it feels like. I thought we were crushing this. I guess it depends on how fast this dies, though. I failed to upgrade that 20 last week without really any issues. Paladin's going absolutely nuts. It's a great fight to do it on too, because I don't really need any healing at all on this fight for a long period of time. Get out of there. Ha! Oh, a little trickery there, didn't work out, but good effort. You might die to that. Yeah, that's a huge error. I like legitimately almost just wiped this. Because then the mobs ran over to him instead of come to the middle. Interesting. That's unfortunate. We missed the key by 3 seconds. It's going to be because of that. Okay, this is a pack that's like a run defining. Yeah, Earth Elliott's pack, very good. It's like a run defining pack right here. I feel like some of the dungeons timer don't accurately match the content. Last night we almost +2 Necrotic Wake. Yeah, that's definitely it's been like that for a long time this season. Necrotic Wake is definitely one of them. I mean, I felt like that about a few dungeons the whole season, and they're not even they're not even the easy dungeons now, though. Like Spires, you know, I think a lot of people still think it's easy, but Sanguine Depths feels like that to me. As long as you don't wipe in Sanguine Depth, I feel like you upgrade that key every time. Are the nerfs and buff for classes in? Yep, everything that came with the patch is in besides the season.
I will
Do you have any recommendations for Pugging Mythic Plus as a tank? What kind of recommendations are you looking for? You mean like getting better at succeeding as a tank, or like actually pugging as a tank, like finding groups and stuff? Use the group finder, yeah. That's, I'm not sure. Getting better with pugs. I can offer you some advice on that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is he doing? Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, he almost just died to that. Not how you do that. Anyway, yeah, I do actually have a lot of advice that I can give you. The most general, for now, let's just stick with that since we're doing a 20. The most general thing I can give is you have to think ahead of your group's mistakes. Because in pugs, there are going to be mistakes, and you have to be able to anticipate them. So this can go anywhere in the dungeon, meaning the route, it could go to strategy, like where you pull, how you fight, what you interrupt, what you don't interrupt. Literally everything. You have to be like a psychologist to understand a group mentality, and you have to try to think ahead of them. Like, for example, if you see this guy constantly missing interrupts, it might change the way I pull the pack. It might change the way I use stun. It might change the way I use interrupt. It might change the way, you know, we approach the whole pack. Or, for example, if you know that there's a pack coming up that people also, like, accidentally aggro a second pack with a lot, you might change the whole route. Like, it might be like, all right, just don't pull that pack anymore. Even though it should be good, it's not worth it. I've had that happen many times this season. Or you might change the way you pull it. Like, okay, so instead of fighting them where they stand, I'm going to have to pull them back to make sure nobody aggroes them. And your DPS, your group mates might look at this as like, this is suboptimal, why are you doing this? But that's how you succeed in pugs. You have to think ahead of the mistake as the tank. As the DPS, they're just going to fucking do whatever the hell they want anyway. But as the tank, you have to try to correct the other mistakes that haven't occurred yet. Let's put it that way. If you react to a mistake in a pug, it's usually the end of the game. But if you can predict a mistake and have a plan for it, you oftentimes are succeeding where you didn't succeed before. Anyway, I just hit max level on a paladin tank and looking to pug Mythic Plus. Gotcha. Oh, there you go. Hopefully that helps. I feel like I am very uniquely equipped to answer that question, so not to toot my own horn, but I don't imagine there's many other people out there pugging and doing it as voraciously as I have done it. It's always a little scary on the higher fortified queues because these mobs fixate and they just do so much damage. Even to me, they would do a lot. And of course, the fucking Frost Novas as I grow up, poor fiends. This is another great place for Rock Ellie because the Rock Ellie doesn't usually get threat here. Well, that's if he actually has the Earthquake legendary, which he obviously doesn't as Ellie. What legendary do they use? Earth Shock or Earthquake deals more damage. That's cool. Okay, it does look like we're gonna get our first teleporter thing now. I don't even really care if I get them all. Obviously, we'll get them all eventually. It's not like it's very difficult to get to these dungeons, but it would be cool to have them all. I've used Metro's route and strats to great success. Just came back to the game right before Shadowlands and not playing since Wrath and was able to get Keystone Master. Sweet. Yeah, I think like if you're just looking to be a, you know, Keystone Master, get 15s done, no problem every week, I can really offer you some good advice. I have been battling the pug world for years, and I think I've mastered everything that there is to do with pugging, honestly. Mastered it at least within the confines of how I play the game. But if you're looking to become like a 25 plus, you're really not going to be able to do pugging, I think. you're gonna have to have a much different approach than the approach I take. I basically take like, okay, let's make 0 mistakes, give everybody the best chance they can to succeed, and as long as we make 0 mistakes along the way, we will upgrade this key. That's not always true. People have critiqued me on that for a long time now, but it's all I can do in pugging. I feel like it's the best way I can succeed. Just take the most conservative route that will have the least amount of issues. You're also battling the chat too, right? Like, you're not just battling the key, you're also battling tilt, and you need to make sure that your group stays level-headed, because like an unsuccessful group usually immediately becomes a very unsuccessful group because of tilting and stuff. Okay, that does still knock you back. Just wanted to check that because I swear I got hit by it before and did not get knocked back. This is probably why we didn't lust before either. Did they change something about this time? Why would lust not be up here with 4 minutes left on the key?
Beware. The anima overflows.
Good thing that guy was standing right next to the one I was grabbing. It's a pretty dangerous fight with storming.
Feel the weight of your sins. Out of my way.
Oh, yeah, let's somehow we wipe here. Easy upgrade and first 20 done of the postseason. The portal to this dungeon. That's correct. Will be in your spell book, yeah. Gonna be with the rest of the portals, I'd imagine. Still got all the challenge mode portals.
Your pride undoes you. Out of my way.
Oh, wow, he died afterwards? He got hit by it and then died after it was done hitting him. I don't know how that happened.
You are no match for my power. You have not earned.
Cool. So there we go. Keystone Hero, Halls of Achievement, or Halls of Achievement 1. Halls of Atonement. Did not give me any score though somehow. I think we did this better than last time we did this. Pretty cool. So let's see the actual portal. There it is. Yep, just right next to the other ones. Let's see where it takes you. Just right outside the dungeon. That's neat. Pretty cool. Oh, we got our first 20 done. For some reason it didn't give a score. I'm surprised because we really did that well. I'd be struggling to believe that I did the previous 20 better, but maybe Blizzard doesn't care about that kind of thing anymore. Nice, grats. Has to be a 20 plus, correct? Yep, has to be 20 or higher. And you get this achievement here, Halls of Atonement, Keystone Hero. And that is a feat of strength, is that right? No, it's just a regular achievement. That's strange. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to reset, but maybe not. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I got to get going, so we'll be back tonight for Raid. Going to be checking out Castle Nathria for the first time in 9.1 as well. And if you're not around for that, no big deal. We'll be back tomorrow with some Torghast. Definitely tomorrow. And yeah, I'll probably keep streaming a lot this weekend, so thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.